Hey, everybody, welcome back. We are in week 10 of the Lost Mine of Phandelver. Or if you're a software developer, we're in week two. Uh,
Sprint two.
so, um, a lot of things have happened in our journey so far. We've had a great time. But one thing that we have all been aware of is that Graham and Flander has reached level 3. Yeah. Yeah. All
Three.
right.
All
Level
right.
3. Good job. So we're definitely going to talk to Flander today and find out a little bit more about his character. So let's start with that before we move on to the adventure itself. Graham, why don't you give us a little...
Cue level 3 fanfare.
Yeah. All right. So tell me a little bit about your character, a little bit about their backstory now that they've reached level 3, and also like any decisions you made after level 3 that you want to tell us about.
Okay. So I will beg your indulgence on this a little bit. I did prepare a little thing here because
He's
you
prepared to
ask
speak.
a bard for a tale, what do you expect?
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, I never complained about getting a little tail.
That's what she
To
said.
achieve greatness in the House of O'Donnell, one must prove himself by the sword, the bow, or otherwise distinguish himself in combat. The O'Donnells have many generations of warriors to live up to, and following their example is the way to honor and greatness. Anything less would bring shame upon such a great and powerful house of half-elven nobility. Flander was the youngest of 3 brothers, and his heart and mind were more in tune with the subtle vibrations of the universe. His 2 elder brothers followed in the footsteps of their ancestors, learning the craft of war and battle. They were great swordsmen and expert marksmen with their bows. It was to their horror when Flander found his hands were better made for the neck of a lute than the hilt of a sword. He would slip away and neglect his sword practice to find places to pursue his true passion. His father and brothers were greatly annoyed when he wouldn't turn up, and he suffered severe punishment for it. He would go down to the nearby village where he sought instruction from passing bards and learned everything he could while his brothers waited impatiently for him to come to fight practice. Their ire grew to the point where Flander feared his father and brothers may destroy his instruments if they ever found them. He persuaded a local blacksmith to keep his instruments safe while he went home and performed his pitiful charade of learning to handle a sword. After a painstaking amount of time and effort, he could hold his own, but it held little fascination for Flander. He had developed a greater appreciation for birdsong, music, and epic tales of heroism and glory. In the evenings, he would often dress up in clothing below his station, go down to the village, and sing and tell stories in the taverns and marketplaces. He found people became intrigued by his songs and stories and applauded boisterously and even tossed gold his way. Crafting songs and stories and the adoration of the crowds made performing an addiction. His father and brothers were furious when they found out. They didn't look at the eyes of those captivated by his performance. All they saw was the indignity of coins being given him like some common beggar. One day, fed up with his disgraceful behavior, Flander's father was dragging him off to the woodshed for a sound thrashing. Flander shouted and protested the unfairness of it all and even started throwing harsh insults at his father. But rather than become more infuriated, his father dropped him and staggered back with a ferocious headache. "What was that?" he said, rubbing his eyes. His father had him in the kitchen turning spits and peeling potatoes for a week after that. They confined him to his room in the spacious library of the house to read all about the proud history of his family and the great wars they had witnessed and the glory they had brought to the state. They were only reports of battles and marches, but Flander was able to spin some wonderful yarns about them. He enjoyed inventing tales of adventure and lore around the history, but he eventually became bored with the conceit and braggadocious nature of it all. The more they disciplined him, the more he didn't conform. Then one night his brothers took him from his bed and dragged him and bound and gagged him down to the river and lashed him to a log and dunked his head into the river and held him there until he thought he might drown. They brought him up coughing and spluttering. They pulled his head back by the hair and shouted in his ear how he was worthless, how he was a disgrace to the family, and how he would be facing both of them in sword practice the next day. "And we will not hold back," they screamed at him. "You will defend yourself for true if you want to survive." Ooh. They brought him back and tossed him unceremoniously into his room. Cold, wet, miserable, and at the end of his tether, he made up his mind. Struggling with every breath, he picked himself up and composed a note saying rather than bring further shame upon the family, he would leave. To where, he didn't know and wouldn't tell them if he did. He slipped out his window and headed for the village. He stopped at a smithy to collect his lute, his pan flute, and headed down the road. Never looking back, he went as far away from his home as he could get. After 3 days' journey, he came upon a roadside inn. He staggered in, exhausted and hungry. The compassionate innkeeper took him in, offering him lodging and food as payment to entertain his guests. The response to Flander's performances was nothing short of phenomenal. They applauded and cheered and filled his hat with coins. After 3 nights, Flander told the innkeeper he couldn't stay any longer. Not that he didn't appreciate the hospitality, but it was time to move on and seek his fortune. The innkeeper was saddened by his decision, but he understood, and he even recommended a direction to go. Now that he was better fed and provisioned and with a purse jingling with coin, he felt liberated. He strode down the road, merrily inventing tunes on his pan flute. He neither knew nor cared what his father and brothers thought or did about his departure. He was free. He turned his thoughts to his new destination, a large center and a haven for merchants, adventurers, and storytellers alike, a town called Neverwinter.
Sweet.
All right.
Very nice.
Awesome. That's awesome. So, and let me ask you this. So, how did Flander meet Gundren?
Well, he as he wandered into Neverwinter, he was looking for some place to perform, something to do, and he was in the tavern, and somebody recommended that he go and see Gundren. He was impressed with the performance and thought you might be of value to him. Go find him.
Cool. That's awesome. That's a cool story. Thanks for sharing. That's fun.
My pleasure.
And so now as a level 3 bard, what options have you explored for your character? What paths have you chosen to take?
I have chosen to go through the College of Lore.
Oh, yes. Very fun.
And lore bards are very, very proficient performers and keep their audiences spellbound.
I think that's a great choice.
Yes. Pursuing beauty and truth over politics.
Very fun. Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so welcome to level 3. We are on our
Thank you.
way
Happy to be here.
Yeah, we're deep into the cups of experience here. So we are going to now move on to the next part of our little commercial break for me. So I'm just going to say that just in case anybody is curious, from August 20th through October 2nd, I am performing at the Minnesota Renaissance Festival with the Fondazi Fire Circus. So yeah, you'll be able to catch me there. Any weekends and Labor Day. Yeah. So
More fire.
And we often say more fire, so get used to that quite a bit. So if you're
a show.
if you're in Minnesota, come on and see us. And if you see me there or want to stop by afterwards and say hi, let us know and say hi to me and whatever. So for sure, you're welcome. So anyway, I just throw it out there. I'll maybe stay at one more weekend and kind of just in case I catch anybody else who wants to swing out there.
You look like yourself approximately when you're there, right?
I look almost
you don't
like
have a mask on or anything, just different, like a hat, maybe.
I have a floppy hat.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Did I
You mean wait a minute?
Did I infuse myself into that character? No, I don't. It's not quite floppy. It's funny to say.
I'm very sorry about your ear.
Okay. So speaking of floppy hat, we have some inspiration to give out this week. So for valor and for integrity and for saving those he thought that were probably pretty much not deserving to be saved, I'm giving inspiration to Eric this week for his great for saving all those people who once Wave decided to go full pyrokinesis on us and started throwing fire everywhere and just exploding stuff. So
even our enemies,
yeah,
saved our enemies.
Yeah, he did. That was fantastic. So Eric gains inspiration this week. So good job, Eric.
You can replace a bar, but you can't replace a dumb mercenary.
Oh yeah,
so you could replace a bard.
A bar.
A bar.
Yeah.
Oh, bar.
It's harder to replace a bard.
When the next group goes to the mine of the Lost Mine of Phandelver, if you kill all the bad guys, who are they going to fight?
Wait, doesn't it reset after a little while?
What's that?
Doesn't the mine
They
reset?
respawn.
Yeah, there's a
Respawn.
Yeah, the whole gang just shows up again like 15 minutes later.
All right, let's do a quick recap of what happened last week to kind of bring everybody up to speed and kind of remind ourselves what happened. At the beginning of last week, you had just finished your fight at the Sleeping Giant, and you had emerged to a crowd of people that were gathering around. So in the process, half of you searched the rest of the Sleeping Giant and found a little bit of wealth, but not that much there. Surprisingly, not that much at all. Maybe some of you didn't have that great of spot rolls or investigation checks. That I can't help you with. That's on you. So when you came out, Sister Gariel was there. You had a conversation with her, and she wanted to know the state of things, and she was concerned that you weren't finished with this, and she told you
we started the hornet's nest. I believe
You
is
did.
what she said.
Yeah. There was a series of events that happened there, including the town master coming there and trying to find out why you were doing this. But you turned the tides on him between you and Sister Gariel and Lenine. You turned the crowd against him, making the crowd believe that he knew or was in league with this. Whether you have specific evidence of this or not, you're not quite sure, but the crowd sure believed you. Following that, also at that same event, Connor's nephew Carp was there, and he inadvertently let out that he also knew about what happened underneath the Tresendar Manor, because it was to him a cool fort, and he knew a secret way in, but his secret way was thwarted when the Red Brand actually caught him and just kicked him out. So he apparently put a blue hat there that he probably took from his mother without asking. And between Gashar and Flander, you spoke to the young Carp, and a young Carp drew a map for you where to go.
Do you think he could have told us about the bulbous idling?
Yeah, why did he not? Interesting. So you then left town in a very indirect way, because Sister Gariel thought, well, there going to be repercussions to this, and she didn't want you to around because you were all fairly badly fatigued from your fight. You took the long way around town, where you ran into Duran, and he was an old fighter or adventurer or some sort, and he just went on and kept yapping, and you passed him by, but took note that he does have some information about the town that you may want to come back and revisit sometime in the future if you choose so. You went to Lenine's to the Lion Shield Coster, and you stayed there. It was there that you saw that Sister Gariel was not just right; she was spot on in the fact that there was repercussions to what happened. Unfortunately, she got caught up in the mess when Sister Gariel emerged across the trade center of the town. You could see her. She was actually getting
She was bound, right?
yeah, she was getting captured, and she was bound, and they broke into her house, and they took the shield, which was at one time you thought inside of your cart that you had never left. What it was doing in her house and why it was there, you don't know. But they went in there, they took that, and they also took Sildar's body. You don't know if they took anything else from Sister Gariel's house, but that's what you know for sure. Then they took Sister Gariel away. You don't know what happened
That
to
was
her.
3 bugbears, right? And
The
then
3
some
bugbears.
lady that we hadn't met before.
You thought you might have met. Remember,
Yeah.
she was across this. You thought she looked very familiar to the woman who was
Similar to
across
the
the
one
street, right?
That was
Not the same, but similar.
Yep.
So it could have been a sister, something like that.
And I think 1 or 2 red brand fighters as
Yeah,
well.
some thugs were there too, right?
thugs.
You stayed the evening within the Blue Lion Coster. Meanwhile, Waif had disappeared, and she had her own event where she met with the floppy hat guy and gave him one final warning to not return. You're not sure. You hope that he takes it, but if he shows up again, that may be his own undoing. We'll find out.
A third time's a charm. We can only go so far.
From there, you took to the streets in the evening, wee hours of the night, just past midnight, and you decided to go after this Glassstaff and his minions, who you think is in the underside or undercroft of the Tresendar Manor. Following Carp's rule, or following Carp's advice, you found the blue hat eventually using the Wand of Secrets.
Say we had to use the wand, and we couldn't find the hat by itself. It's too dark out.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and from there you journey within where you found the this strange cavern, and inside this cavern with this weird eye creature that
It kept not hurting us.
kept not hurting you.
Multiple times.
You left him only to find that he eventually did hurt you, and
Snuck
when
up
it did,
behind.
it hurt bad. You found the 3 bugbears and dealt with them. However, at the very end of
And a goblin. There's a goblin in the room that
he was passed
fainted.
out, yeah.
Mhm.
And at the very end, one of the red brands came out of the door, and that's where we left off. And so that brings us to where you are now, already still in combat.
Did we kill the bulbite thing?
You did not.
It's not dead yet.
No, you injured it fairly well, but you did not do nearly enough damage to kill it.
Got it.
So where you see now, you see that red brand
In
coming
the middle
out.
of combat.
Yeah, and you are deciding now what to do next. So with that being the same fight, one thing we have is we do not have Colin actually on the map or in the fight. So where I'm gonna put Colin is I'm gonna put him inside of this room.
He's
right
by
here.
the door.
Yeah, I'm
right
gonna put him right here. Yeah, that where you're at is perfectly fine. That's where he's at. Just give me a roll for initiative, please.
It's like,
Roll for initiative.
oh yeah, you rolled on it already.
Yeah, I did.
And what'd you get?
22.
Oh, nice.
Holy crap.
Very well. So as we begin this extended combat, where this Northic creature, this weird green-eyed creature, seems to have been lingering for a long time, the door opened up, and Colin and Hemo could clearly see this ruffian walk out. You think that there's some ruffians behind them. I will make a note that these ruffians that you see are all wearing red cloaks of some sort here. They weren't wearing them in town. You didn't see them before, but they all appear to be wearing some kind of red robes or red cloaks. Like they're
gonna be a cult.
they're all humans. Yeah. So let's start with
Turn out the lights.
we're going to start with Colin in his ability to see those ruffians coming through. Colin, what are you going to do?
I will say to the rest of the group, the red brand are coming. And then I will cast Chill Touch on the first one.
Perfect.
Okay, Paul Revere.
Get him.
It saves us the time.
Yeah, Paul Revere.
Do you see, is it 1 chill touch by land, 2 chill touch by sea?
See? And saving throw is 17. If not,
You mean you did a hit roll of 17 on him?
Yes.
yeah,
Oh, very good.
Yep, you did a hit roll of 17
Nice.
and you hit them. How much damage do you do?
8 points of necrotic.
Oh, that you hit
Max
that guy.
damage.
It's like, surprise. Ugh.
Come on in.
Yeah,
The fight's warm.
he's winced back. He's like, ah. All right, that from Colin, we immediately keep going right through the list. Hemo, you're right behind Colin, and you see Colin turned around and cast that spell at this red ruffian right here. What are you going to do, sir? Now that you are inspired.
Yeah, Hemo and Geshar and Finis just finished off these bugbears, right? There's another goblinoid here.
He's passed
What's-
out, or he's faking it, or what? You haven't
Oh.
talked to him.
Oh, right. Yeah, they were kicking the crap out of that little goblin.
They were, and then he when he saw you, he fainted, or he
I believe it was just humiliation.
They were taunting him.
Hemo says, leave that one there. I believe he owes us. Pointing at the goblin down there, and he's going to, well, heck, I think he's just going to rush the ruffian.
rush the ruffian. All right, you can do that. I'm going to reveal a little bit more of the room behind you as you approach.
Or rough the Russian.
I'll rough up the ruffian, yes.
Get him.
Nice.
I'll rush him right up. Let's see here. I'm going to take an attack with my +1 scimitar. Get a 23 to hit, 9 points of slashing damage.
All right, 23 to hit does hit, and
Yep.
your 9 points of slashing damage will do damage to him.
I'll
And you
take an
are-
offhand attack. 18 to hit.
And he's down.
7 more points of slashing.
Holy
wow,
crap.
really?
Yep. Yeah, slash. All right, behind him you can clearly see a couple more ruffians are back there. Behind that, you can see a table. It looks like they were probably playing some kind of a dice game back there. There's also some. You can see some various goods in here. These goods are probably goods that were maybe pilfered from the town or siphoned from the town when they were holding them up. You can see parts of some rum kegs and whatever. That was your turn. That was.
Wait,
can I still have a little bit more movement.
Go for it.
Can I just duck behind he's seeing these 3 guys that go, oh crap, duck behind here.
Yep. If you have the movement, go for it. All right.
Very good.
It is
Neutral
now
point.
No, it's now Gashar's turn.
Kite them down to us.
Anybody want to get a 3-for-1? Got a fireball down there?
All right, Gashar is going to step over onto. This is just a dead bugbear here, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
And he looks around the corner and he sees the
He's a rug now.
attack that just sort of unfolded.
Yep.
And what he's going to do is he's going to. Question.
Yeah.
We're talking about readying an attack.
Yeah.
Right? If it's magic, you sort of start the spell.
If you ready a spell, you cast it. Whether you use it or not,
What
you're
about
gonna
a
lose
breath weapon, though?
What? What's that?
What about a breath weapon, though?
If you're gonna
It's ready
ready,
in action.
if you're,
You can ready a breath weapon.
yeah, you can ready your breath weapon.
But I
Yeah.
can only use it once per.
Right. So
day,
that's
but
the thing.
Is that a spell, though?
No, but you're gonna use it. You're going to expel your breath weapon.
It doesn't draw an attack, if that's what you're thinking.
No, but what he means is he gets to use it once per short rest.
Yeah.
And so if he uses it now and they don't crush him, he basically loses it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to go.
Okay.
So-
get ready.
So make a decision.
Yeah, I think he'll actually just wait because people are in the
All right, waiting
room.
it is.
If let me rephrase that.
Perfect.
If they come into that corner right there, this exact spot right here, he will attack with his quarterstaff.
Okay.
Are you going
Fair
to
enough.
move next to Hemo?
I moved right into this spot.
All right. Finis, it is your turn. You're in the corner. You see Gashar has moved over. You see Colin has cast a spell, and they said that there's ruffians down the hall.
Finis is going to run forward and see 5, 10, 15. He'll come right here
Okay.
and cast Toll the Dead on these 2.
Nice.
So they have to make wisdom saving throws.
All right. And I believe it's is it for 13 or 14 for you?
13.
Okay. One failed for sure. And let me check to see if the other one failed. 1 second here. What kind of save is it?
Wisdom.
Wisdom based save. Oh yeah. Yeah. You got both of them.
Awesome. Okay, so
Their wisdoms. Surprisingly, the Red Brand Ruffians do not have the greatest wisdom.
So first one takes 8
It's a very
damage.
solid career path. I don't
know.
know what's wrong with it.
What damage did you do to him?
8 and 7.
8 and 7. Nice.
And then I'm going to move my spiritual weapon up to here.
That's right. That was
And it's going to be a hard corner, so it's going to be, what is it?
The hard
Plus
corner.
2 AC?
Yeah, that's gonna be a +2 to armor class. Correct.
Okay, I'm still going to take a swing at it with my spiritual weapon.
Come on, go for it.
24
Yeah, that will hit.
for 9 more damage on this guy.
You actually hit with it. Congratulations.
My
Oh.
spell slots are coming in this time. It's going to be
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Well, it's good and bad. That's what D&D is all about. Cursing the bad dice and cheering when it rolls great. And all right, so that was finished. That brings us to them. So the first thing that happens in this room is this door here is closed and locked. You hear the door close and a bar was barred across that door. Finis, give me a listen check. Give me a
Perception?
check. Perception, please. Yes.
11.
11. Ooh, that's not enough. Okay. So something else happened there. You're not sure what. So, all right, cool. All right. Then the note that gets to go, and it's going to attack Waif. It looks at you, its eyes, and in your head, Waif, you hear nothing.
Weird.
And a save.
Yeah, I got to see what the save is again. Okay, please give me a Constitution save, please.
18.
18. Nothing happens. All right, when you do that, this thing then runs, jumps down this hole that you see here, and you're not sure what happened to it. You hear it scrambling down that path. All right, that is all of my current baddies on the board. That brings us next to Waif. Waif, you saw that creature do something and then charge
I moved
down the
to
pit.
here. Can I see it?
Let me see where he went. You can see it. You can see it barely. I have to move to that level to actually. I will bring it back down on the level just so you can actually. That's fine. I will bring it to here. It's right there.
Definitely within range.
Yep. Looks like it's running toward that down that
Crevasse or whatever.
crevasse. Yeah. Are you going to make an attack on it?
Yes, 17.
Armor class 17. Yes, I'm fairly certain that hit. Let me double check. Yes, that hit.
13 points of damage, and it is thrust forward 10 feet.
The thrusting forward is actually helpful to it, so it will take that.
You hit it right in the back as it was running.
Yeah. All right. You just said 13, correct?
13 total.
Yeah, thank you. All right, then it is now Flander, the Almighty. The legend of Flander grows with every song and sword being swung. And any other word I can think of that starts with S.
The sweet, sultry sound.
And he's going to
Voice.
move over to here, and he's going to give Bardic Inspiration to Waif.
All right.
Go get him.
That's the spirit.
All right, Waif, you have Bardic Inspiration. Cool. All right, next thing we have is Flander. We go to Colin. Colin, what are you going to do?
The door behind Colin that got closed, didn't it?
The door in front of Colin right here got closed.
Okay, so the other door is open.
Yeah, this door is open right here.
All right. So what Colin will do is I'll step out into the hallway
All right.
and kind of take a quick look around.
All right. What you see is exactly what is on the board right now. You can see Flander and Waif down that hall, down the
Perhaps
steps.
you cannot. You are human, huh?
Yes.
And
We are in the dark down there.
yeah.
So I do not know if you can see us.
I believe someone else had a light source going, a lantern light. I believe that was that
would
Hemo.
be Gashar.
No,
Oh,
Everyone
yeah, it
else
was.
has dark vision.
He had one.
no, he has a
He
20-foot radiant sphere of light that's
I
next.
thought you were
next to-
focusing that on Gashar. So Gashar.
Yeah, I was concentrating a single dancing light on Gashar.
Yeah, so
help him
Colin, you can
see.
see that, but the rest you're going to be in mostly darkness here.
Okay.
But Gashar has a radiant light that's coming out that hall, so you'll be able to see Hemo and then not very much down this hall.
All right.
This is darkness. You can also see this door here has been closed. You see a magical scythe just floating in the air, just swinging at nothing, and Finis proudly happy that his spells have been effective.
All right. I'll just kind of sit there and wait.
All right. Perfect. That is calm. That's Hemo. What are you going to do?
Hemo looks to Colin and Finis and I guess Flander down the stairs. Do we know if there's another way around? They're trying to shut us out.
I don't think we have any knowledge.
We still
Part
have
of the
something
switch.
down here. Come down and help kill this if we can't see anybody else.
All right. Make sure they don't come up behind us. We're kind of stuck in here, Finis.
I will watch the door.
Sorry, just a sec. I think I'm going to have to drop the concentration. Yeah, I'm going to drop the concentration on dancing lights because I'm going to
Now it's darkness.
use
Colin, Gashar, you are in darkness.
I'm going to use a bonus action.
Cover your eyes for the rest. Just close your eyes for the rest of the game.
I think it just takes a bonus action to. Yes, I cast Expeditious Retreat.
Nice.
While I'm concentrating on this, I can use my bonus action to dash.
Nice.
As well as when I cast the spell the first time.
Perfect.
So I'm going to bonus action to dash, my Expeditious Retreat to dash, and I'm gonna
Run down the ravine and get to him.
Yep.
Okay, just give me an athletics check, and that's for sliding down the ravine because he's 20 feet below in the
Can I
ravine.
get up to here? Can I see anything else from here?
Yes,
I can then run down the ravine 20 feet.
Absolutely, I'll reveal some more of the area to you, and then I'll slightly move the map just so that people can see what is going on.
Okay.
With the party.
Well then, heck, I guess
I'm going to show you the rest of this. You can see down here, and for the sake of the viewers at home, I will scroll down a little bit, show them what they are looking at, and we'll come back to the group as we need to. So that's what you see.
Sweet.
By the way, Hemo, you can see where this Nothic is running. It's a deep crevasse that leads into the earth.
Well, I have 30 more feet of movement.
Sure.
Can I actually jump down and like cut him off?
Yeah, you can. You
do I have
definitely
space
can.
to do that? Like
all I need you to
here?
do is give me an athletics check to slide down that and not end up on your backside.
All right. Comes out a 17.
All right, you're able to slide down. You kind of move, slide down that, which means it basically counts as difficult terrain for you, but you take no damage. So you basically finish your movement there.
Okay.
Perfect.
Very good.
Well, I still have an action, which I'm going to use to.
That
Can I
spell.
attempt to shove this creature prone?
That spell wasn't the action.
The spell was a bonus action.
Yeah, you can
Nice.
you can use an athletics check to a contest of athletic strength to knock him down if you'd like.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to just shove him down to the ground.
What did you get?
I got a 20.
That's really good. Let's see what this creature gets. Oh, I rolled pretty well, but I don't think I've rolled well enough. So here. No, you drop it. It hits the ground. You knock it to the ground.
Sweet. That's my turn.
Inside your head, inside your head. You can hear it. It says, "You not food. You can be food. I eat you. I eat you."
Hell no.
Your head.
Are you that thing that's been following us around this whole time? Do you say anything else? You got about 6 seconds.
It goes, "I only want food. Just give food. Don't need more."
You can eat steel, beast.
We'll
get him next turn.
His eye kind of looks curiously at you, like, whoop, and it allowed an audible in the room. You can hear him. It goes, "Whoa."
Oh boy. Okay. Yep.
All right. That was Hemo. That brings us to Gashar, who's in complete and utter darkness.
Indeed. First thing I'll do is light a torch.
All right, you have now
My
lit a
action.
torch as your action. You pull
And
a torch
then-
out as your free draw, and you light a torch as your action.
So then I'll run around the corner here. 5, 10, 35, 40 feet. I'll come curling around after these guys. Sees the door is shut, and then I'm moving Colin.
You're currently
Colin.
under Colin right now.
I'll move you back. There you go. So it runs around the corner there, and then yes, so he's glowing. I'll add a glow to him. It's basically all he can do then. 20-foot glow.
All right, all right. You are glowing.
Probably
Perfect.
just basically end up following Hemo around the corner and it's watching him jump into the crevasse in the dim light off in the corner, right?
Hemo running magically very fast.
Nice.
He's like
that-
the Jedi.
yeah.
Kind
it
of.
was- That's cool. That's nice. I like that imagery. All right, that brings us to Finis. Finis, you are also in complete darkness, but it affects you much less. Well, now I guess there's a torch coming from the dim light from the.
Yeah, I
am
gave you a dirty look
dark
as you
vision.
walk by with the freaking torch.
What are you gonna do, Finis?
With your weak
He would
eyes.
see you.
What am I looking at with this door? Is it like a big like stone thing that dropped? What happened?
No,
here?
it's a heavy wooden door. You saw it close. It opened up. The red man ran out. The red brand died. Another red brand died, and the other two
horribly
closed the door.
No.
And you heard some kind of clinking. You suspect that it has been locked or barred.
It went,
They just killed. They just killed Tom and
Like-
Jerry.
Tom and Jerry, that's the name you came up with?
within 2 seconds of
Yeah.
him opening the door, he was dead.
Nope.
What's going on, guys?
Definitely nope out there. Hard nope out there.
It's a hard nope.
Well, we should go get the glass staff. Hmm.
I'm just gonna move my stuff this way for now. Can't drop that because it's concentration. Wait, is spiritual weapon is not concentration? That's interesting. I'll cast.
I believe it takes your bonus action to move. Is that correct?
Yes, it's a bonus action to move that. I'd like to take my normal action and I'll cast resistance on. Can I? Do you think I could see Hemo? Probably not.
No, he's down. He's down there inside the crack, 20 feet below, almost inside of the entrance to some dark cavern.
I'll cast resistance on
Hemo's in a hole.
Gashar.
Looks like Gashar is going to go in.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
you're going to cast resistance on Gashar. Awesome. All right,
So
cool.
you have a D4 you can add to saves
Perfect.
for the
I
next minute.
recommend it on your acrobatics save, going down that ship. Kind of thing.
But he's been so good at climbing up and down walls. Not really.
All right, Hemo, I'm going to give you a perception. It's going to be difficult though from where you're at. Give me a perception, please.
Okay. I got a 13.
Oh, that wasn't enough. You're not able to hear anything that is going on right now.
Okay.
Right, I'm gonna do some things with my people that you are unable to see.
So just to be clear, we left our squishy mage guarding the front door. I just want us to be aware of this. Perhaps.
Yes, that happens. That's what happens in this game.
With a unconscious goblin behind him.
Hmm.
All right. I have made my movements that I'm going to do. Hold on, I might do one more thing. I'm going to double check here.
Anybody count the clicks there as he was going?
Yeah, how many?
2 baddies, 3 baddies, 4 baddies, 5 baddies.
How many
6
bees?
baddies, 7 baddies.
Okay, yes, I have made my moves. That brings us. Things are happening around you. However, Hemo being 20 feet down that ravine, it's difficult for him to perceive what's going on. Nobody else is close enough to see. Waif, you have what? How long is your dark vision?
60 feet.
All right, I'm going to give you a perception roll then.
12.
Yeah. Okay. So there's things happening, but for whatever reason, at your angle you're at, you're not able to perceive what's going on. All right, that brings us to Waif herself. Waif, what are you going to do?
So I have visual on
An
the
eyeball?
thing. It is 20 feet down. I should see on the other side of.
I would think that the bridge, I would say you probably have visual, but I would say the bridge probably is going to give him cover.
Soft cover.
I'll give him soft cover, so give him a +2 his armor class.
Okay. I accept that. Waif is not going down the hole.
Mhm.
She is not plucky.
Hemo, I did fail to say one thing. As you are standing down below here in this area, you feel an unnatural cold about you.
Ooh.
I missed.
Okay, you hit part of the bridge. The part of the bridge shatters off below, and Hemo, you have kind of this chill about you now that you've been here for a moment. That is Hemo. Or sorry, that was Waif. That brings us
Oh,
to
I get to
Flander.
move though, right?
Yes, you can move too. Yes, if you choose to.
Why can't I?
Where do you decide to move to?
25. I'll move to here.
Okay, so you run up along that the other side of the ravine.
Mhm.
Perfectly fine. All right, great. That was Wade. That is now bringing us to Colin. Colin, what are you going to do?
Colin is going to close the door to the room
Behind you?
Yes.
Okay.
And then he's going to kind of come towards the light since I saw Gashar.
Always move toward the light.
Mhm.
You don't want to be a spirit left in this
But
world.
not too close. You don't want to be blinded by the light.
I wanna- There you go.
The most misunderstood lyrics ever.
Yeah, wrapped up like a what?
For most of my life. Okay. Most of my life.
Yes. Okay. So you moved there. That's you moved. Interacted with the door as a free action. You've moved. You have an action still if you so choose to take it.
Can I see the Nothic where it was? Where it
From
is?
where you're at, I'm going to give you a spot roll, but it's going to be at a disadvantage.
Ooh.
So I do.
But Colin is very perceptive.
I basically do perception.
Yeah, check
Perception,
the
right.
disadvantage at the top first, though, if you will. That way it'll just roll them twice for you automatically.
Okay. Here.
Hmm.
Where'd you get?
Natural one.
Okay. So where you're at, you just see a bridge.
Okay.
It's a bridge too far.
Hmm.
All right. That is Colin. That brings us to Hemo. Hemo, you're in this unnaturally cold. Oh wait, I didn't do anything. My dude didn't do anything, did he? The Nothic. He's going to take his turn. He hasn't done anything. So he is going to
Eat steel.
Hmm.
He's gonna have to take his move to stand up.
well, he moves. It's only
half it or
15 feet.
whatever.
It's 15 feet of movement, right?
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. So he's going to take his
Does that
15
provoke?
feet.
It
No, it
does
does
no
not.
longer provoke.
He takes his 15 feet of movement or half his movement to stand up. And then he's going to. Yeah, he's going to try to make you roll a Constitution roll, please. Make a Constitution saving throw, Hemo.
Okay. I got a 13.
Okay. Okay. Nothing happens to you. And then
That saving throw is low. This is nice.
yeah. It's not a very high challenge rating. On the rare instance that it hits, it's going to do some damage, right? Yeah.
Quit looking at me like that weird, creepy thing.
Yeah. And then he's going to allow you to get an attack of opportunity on it. So go ahead and take your attack.
100% going to take that. My +1 scimitar, 15 to hit.
That is going to hit it.
10 points of slashing to it.
Nice.
All right. That will drop that creature.
Glory.
Nice.
The kill goes to Hemo.
It tried to, you think it went to climb up that ravine. So it kind of tried to attack you, and then it said, screw this, and tried to climb up the ravine. And you end up stabbing it right in the back of the leg as it's climbing up. It slides down and slumps down. Its little eye just goes.
It's sleepy.
Yeah, like poke it with the sword to make sure it's dead.
In the eye?
Nice. So
Mm,
Hemo, it's your turn now. You get a regular turn.
oh shit, okay. Just a free turn. The enemy's already dead.
Yeah, you get to,
I guess I look behind me. Where does this little cave go?
it goes off into the dark. You look with your dark vision. You see a zigzagging cavern that 30 feet in twists and turn and disappears into a random direction to the south.
I am not gonna go down there.
I would say it drops off dramatically quickly.
Very likely.
I use my. All right, how far would it take to climb out of the pit?
That is a 20-foot climb, and you do need to give me an athletics check.
Okay. A 6.
You're not able to climb out. You struggle. You kind of get up there and
What the heck? Can I use my inspiration on that?
if that's what you want to spend your inspiration on, I mean, it's up to you.
We're not.
I don't
We're
know.
not in. We're not in a time crunch. Right
usually
now.
want to save that for
Nah,
like something
these
that
guards
matters.
have probably got far away by now. No, I'll just I fall back down. I can't.
But I
try
get
to
up again.
Get back up, can I? I can Expeditious Retreat is still on, so I can bonus action dash. If I
Yeah.
dash, could I get a second attempt at climbing up?
Yes.
All right, cool. I will do that. Do I need to roll again?
His little
Yep.
feet are turning.
Yeah, you need to roll again. Yeah, it's a second attempt. Yeah.
Okay. I slide back down, but I'm moving so fast to 13.
13, you slide up. You get to be up. That's going to take you move a half your, that's going to take 40 feet of your dash to move up.
Okay. Then I guess I have 10 more feet. I'll walk over here and try to.
All right.
Scrambles, falls,
Right.
pushes off the wall, runs real fast up the.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. That brings us to after Hemo goes, that brings us to Finis. Finis, what are you going to do?
Did we miss me?
Finis is going.
Oh, it is
to-
Gashar's turn. My mistake. It's Gashar's
Okay.
turn. I'm sorry. Thanks for telling
No
me.
worries. And I'm just curious. Yeah, I basically just wanted to run up or roughly where Hemo is actually and listen and look around as well.
Are you going to collaborate as well?
Yes. So he runs to the
I
corner.
give him the help action to collaborate on listening.
Nice. So yeah,
I don't
he
think I
basically
took an
gets that
action
corner
last
and he's
turn,
going to try to
actually.
get his surround and get his bearings, right?
Yep.
So I'll do a perception.
Did you
check.
catch the reference?
Give me a perception roll.
I just want to know.
Yes.
Good.
There we go. Oh, 21, natural 20.
All right. You perceive. that
Gashar's
this-
back with a whole new perception.
All right. Back here. See where this is? You can see with your light, there is a body down there.
Where
In-
Didn't see the
You do not see that? Do I need? Oh, I have trouble with roll 20 because I'm often in the wrong level. Can you see that? now?
Oh yeah, down under the bridge.
Yeah, you can see a body face down in the bridge there. Now that you have a light on, a light source down there, and you can see and from that direction, you can see this body face down in the down below.
Yes.
Looks like it's been
It hit
partially
the
eaten.
floor.
Looks like it's been partially eaten.
Did we let that body hit the floor?
No.
Huh, all right.
So that's what you see. You've done a perception. Is there something else you
All
want to do?
Did
you move?
Did I hear anything else?
No, that's it.
Specifically trying to listen. Okay. But he spots the body. He'll point it out. He said, "Hey, we were just down there, and I didn't see that body last time, but there is a body down under that bridge." I'll point.
Okay.
You
That's
did
what-
see it last time.
We saw legs before.
Yeah.
Well, that's the body.
Finis, now it is your
Probably is
turn.
the
Thanks for
body.
waiting. Yep.
Okay. He's just gonna run up here. Actually, he's just gonna double move. He can get all the way up to there.
All right. Let me reveal the rest of that area to you. That's
And
fine.
he's gonna leave his spiritual weapon down there. How's spiritual weapon? Does it need to be in line of sight for me to move it, or
Oh,
do I
I-
like have extra sensory like knowledge about what's going on around that?
You'll have to tell me if it says anything specifically inside of the information on that. I do not know. I'm always slightly afraid I'm going to reveal too much. Like, click the wrong button and show everybody like, here's all my bad guys. Because it mostly not because I don't really care about them, but mostly I don't want to ruin the fun for you guys because it's no fun to know all the secrets. All right, so that's where you move to finish. I believe you just had a movement. So is there anything else you want to do?
No, that's all I can do because I used my action to run, and I'm not gonna use my bonus to move my weapon. I'm gonna leave it there for now.
Fair enough. All right, that brings us to other people who are not around. All right. Let me do some adjustments on the fly here. All right. I have made actually, I'm going to do one more thing here. I'm sorry. I've made my moves for my people that are doing things.
Do you know what the scary thing is? That was a lot of fucking moves.
All right. Or maybe I'm just indecisive. That's very true.
That was a lot of moves.
Okay. That is that brings us to Waif. Waif, what are you going to do?
If we'll go into hiding where she is.
All right, you hide. What is the hide?
24.
Ooh, geez, that's really
Oh
good.
my god. Waif just vanishes. Poof.
Behind the rock.
I think of it like World of Warcraft, where like suddenly people can see you translucent.
And I will move actually to this spot right here and look around here, please.
All right. All right. Let me see. Scroll up so everyone can see what you are looking at. I believe that most of you have left the area below, so I'll try to get everybody like that. Okay. I will reveal that area to you now. Okay, that's what you see. You see.
Do I hear anything?
Oh, give me a listen roll. Give me a perception.
17.
No, you don't really. From where you're at and what you're doing, you don't really see any
More in the
movement.
room, not where they are.
Yeah, you don't see anybody. I mean, clearly, you obviously hear and see what all of your people are doing.
Mhm.
Okay? They clearly probably don't see you unless they were actively trying to find you. All right, that
good
is
luck with that.
great. That is Waif. That brings us up to Flander.
Flander's going to move up behind Gashar. That seems to be where everybody's heading, and hold my action.
What is your passive perception?
My passive perception,
Yeah.
Is it 24?
it is not 24. My passive perception is 11.
Okay. I mean, you don't see Waif, but I had questions for something else instead. That's okay. All right, that is Flander, right? Did I do that right? Okay. That means we are refreshing now to Colin. Colin, what are you going to do?
Colin's going to move up kind of near where Flander went. He doesn't like being left alone.
In the dark.
Especially since
Remember the
Gashar
spider?
took
Remember the spider
took the
incident? It's
He
fresh
is,
on your
after
mind.
all.
It's only been a few days ago. You're like, nope. Not
He's
doing this again.
he's going to move up, and I can grab the figure in it.
All right. So that was. I don't even know who went now. You just completely.
Colin went.
Colin went. All right. Colin,
It took
good
him a
job.
while, but he walked up.
All right. Could have been. You didn't take as long as Waif took that one time. That I had to edit down. Like that was a 6-hour gameplay, but when I edited that out, it became 3 hours. So all right, that was Colin. Hemo, it is your turn.
Okay. I guess I'm going to move up to here. I'd like to test to see if the door here to my south is still open. Can I
Do you want to open the door?
I want to test to see if it's locked first.
Well, if you turn the handle, you can do that. That's your free chest. So you walk there and you test
Yeah,
it.
does
The
the handle
door
turn?
the door handle turns. The latch kind of turns on. That's what you're doing. That's your free thing.
All right. Well, I've got an action and a bonus action ready to go. I go through the door.
All right. No, you open the door.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I open the door. Is
Yeah.
that an action?
That's your action, right?
Okay, sweet. Yeah, I open the door. What do I see?
I will show you. Hold on.
There's a guy there.
there's a couple. We are in the same
You said it was
checkpoint.
his action to open the door, but could it also be a bonus action since they're normally free actions?
No. The bonus action only happens as a follow-up to an attack. He gets his bonus action to make a secondary attack. He can't use his bonus action as an attack. That's 2-weapon fighting.
Yeah, no. But what I could do is
You basically have the rest of your movement if you want to make it.
do I see anybody else in here? It's just these two guys?
That's what you see. Yep. You can actually there's a third person in the corner.
Does the door run into the ruffian?
Yeah, I see him. Does he look like another one of the ruffians?
He's wearing a similar cloak. He's wearing that same similar ruffian cloak. He's running through. This guy has these two have weapons. This guy he might be a spellcaster though. He has some kind of he's running around with the staff.
Well, that's three of them. I think I'm gonna action surge.
Okay, you take your action surge and get yourself an action. Go for it. This is how you use it.
Time to swing. First I'm gonna just tap this red brand on the shoulder and go knock knock. Then I'm gonna swing a scimitar at him. 15 to hit.
All right, he's definitely not surprised. You think that he was waiting at the door for you. So as you attack him, he gets to initiate his weighted action, which was he was waiting to be attacked to attack you. So he's going to take that action. So as you go to attack him, even though it's done through your action surge, he gets to do his delayed action.
Yeah, bring it.
So, and I got to see what he hit. I got a +4. I hit a 17.
That hits.
He's going to hit you for 4. As you lunge forward, he just kind of twitches his shoulder a little bit, and that dirt, that little short sword he has in his hand, leaps out at you and just kind of stabs you right in the back of the hand. It kind of scrapes along the back of your arm here.
Ow! Does my scimitar hit?
What'd you hit? Armor class.
15 to hit. 7 points of slashing.
Yes, you hit him and you do your damage. Allow me to.
You're like, ow.
Yeah, I just kind of power through it.
Okay, boom, you did it. Yeah, you hit him.
And then I get a bonus action attack. Yes.
Yes, you do. So, yep, go for it.
Oh, also, I took 4 points of 4 points of damage. So, con check. Oh yeah, that beats a 4.
What did you roll?
Concentration.
It's to beat a concentration of 10.
Oh, a 10? Well,
10,
I got an 11 on my con save.
Yeah.
So that's cool. The second attack came out of 14 to hit for 9 points of slashing damage.
9 points of slashing damage?
Yes, if a 14 hits.
14 does hit, yeah. All right,
Sweet.
he's on his last little bit there. He seems he's wavering.
He's like, yeah.
All right, cool. All right, that is Hemo. You look like this guy. He lunged forward and kind of snickered at you, and then you just cut the crap out of him.
He wasn't expecting me to still have juice, but action surge.
Yeah, it is now Gashar's turn. Gashar, what are you gonna do? You can hear Hemo having a little conflict up there.
Exactly. So I will run up to basically right next to him. I don't think I can run right through him, right?
Okay.
And also take an attack on this guy. I guess he'll get around a corner. He gets a +2, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he gets a +2 his armor class, correct.
All right. And I'm holding that torch, so we'll just be doing it one-handed. So here we go with the quarterstaff. I believe a 23 would hit him.
Well, let me check the book, but yes.
For 8 points damage.
All right, that'll be enough.
Excellent. And
Even around the corner, this quarterstaff comes out and just
wham. So he'll actually do that as he runs through around the corner. He'll sort of like, excuse me, and step right past Hemo then and into the room.
All right, I will reveal the rest of that little bit of the room to you.
Oh my god.
40. Oh yes, please.
Let's see this guy standing there.
A double checking movement here.
I can imagine Gashar like mosh pitting his way past Hemo.
I mean, Hemo's an elf. He can probably just step aside and be fine.
40.
Step into the corner a little.
But it is more fun to imagine you being body checked into the wall.
All right, that's your 40 right there.
Yes.
Geshar could easily just bowl him over.
Good enough. All right, that is Gashar.
Is there anything in the bottom right corner down here?
Oh, I'm sorry. I
think you mentioned somebody had a wand or a staff.
Yeah, that guy in the corner has a wand or a staff.
One?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will reveal the other area to you.
I think he will take, since he just stepped into the room and I think he's going to take his bonus action to use the patient defense and give himself dodge.
All right. I'm just going to make sure that I have all this room revealed to you. All right. You see it all?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, bonus action to dodge. And then he's sort of standing in front of Hemo defensively.
All right. Cool. All right,
What
that
does
was
make your success?
Yashar.
Disadvantage.
That brings
For
us to Finis. Finis, what are you going to do?
Finis is going to slowly call his weapon back to the other side of the door as a bonus action, but otherwise he runs in.
Can you direct your weapon to an area that you cannot see?
So
It didn't
I
look
didn't
like
see
it's.
anything about moving it around not being a problem, but I saw that in the rules as written, it's you can't make attacks at creatures that aren't in your line of sight.
So I'm going to say that my rule will say that if you want to move it, you have to see it. I don't think you can 3D space it. It's not a teleportation. You have to actually move it. If it said you could teleport it to somewhere, that would be one thing. But since you have to move it, you have to direct it. So I would say that you couldn't move it without seeing it.
All right, sure. Then
Because it says move. If it said teleport, that would be fine.
and it goes too slow to keep up with this room, so I'm just gonna let it sit there then. And then I'm just gonna cast Toll the Dead at this guy. I
Perfect.
believe he looks already hurt. Yes.
Which guy? This guy in front. This guy right here, the one right in front of you.
Yeah.
He is not. He is not hurt at all.
Not hurt at all.
No,
I thought
not
I
at
hit
all.
him last time.
No.
Oh well. I'm
he
still gonna
didn't-
cast it at him.
The guy who got hurt was killed.
I thought I hit both of them because I can split it.
That was a different guy altogether.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I must have
movement happening that in areas
We are
that you were
unaware
not.
of.
Yeah.
That's fair. Oh,
Well, that's an interesting point. If you thought you hit somebody in the room and damaged them and they were bloodied, and then you run around to the other side of the door and come in that door, and there's a person in there that looks kind of similar but is not
No.
They're
bloodied.
wearing the red clokes.
Right.
But
Yeah.
we're
You're like,
we
wait,
can't be
what?
sure that's the same room.
Oh,
Okay.
that's true. Well, yeah, fair.
In a
all right.
place we've never been. Yeah. we
What
don't know
what
that that's the
happened?
same room.
Toll the Dead. Wisdom saving throw 13.
Thank you for reminding me. Okay, he's gonna fail. What happens to him?
He takes 7 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Excellent.
If I can hit him, that'd be fantastic. 7 points.
The bells ring
Not. All right. Time passes on. Okay, cool. That is Finis. That brings us to them.
I did do
All right, Waif. Since you were looking up there, I'm going to give you a perception roll. What'd you get?
18.
All right, I actually have to. I should re-roll them. Okay. Yes. Okay. So Waif, you can see that there are two that are trying to sneak out of the shadows. They are trying to sneak into the room. They are right here.
They're trying to sneak.
Into the room where you're currently in. You see they're kind of crouching down.
They're coming out of that one.
out of that room, right? Oh, that other one read really well. Okay. All right. And you hear some words from a female voice from beyond the area that you can immediately perceive and see. You believe that somebody is casting some kind of arcane spell from the other side. All right.
Are they speaking just magic or is
Yeah, they're casting
language?
they're casting a spell. Yeah. All right. These guys, but now they got a chance of perceiving you as they're looking. Oh, I rolled a natural 20. They see you.
Did you get a 24 though?
What's that? Actually, they did have a 24 down there. So they come around the corner. You see them. They see you, and they run forward to you. They will not have enough movement to get to you to attack. They run. Actually, this one, yeah, they have to make their dash because that's where they move to. So they decided instead of taking any actions, they have swords in their hand. They rush forward to attack you. That is that. You hear this guy here. He says, "God, my back. I will make sure I tell them you are a hero." And this one runs forward to hear Finis and is going to attack you.
Bring it.
I roll a 17.
18 armor class.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't know who made this game where they made shields for PCs. It sure makes the DM's job difficult.
Big tanky AC. Opens the door and leaves.
Yeah, he runs out. I gotta figure out where he goes. Because once I make him disappear, I have to go to a different layer to move him, and it's really annoying. Yeah. All right. That is their turn. That brings us to Waif. You see these two ruffians run up on you.
Mhm.
Swords drawn.
So on that first one, the one that's directly in front of me, as a bonus action, I blow him a little kiss. And
Is it this one right here? Did I
one
highlight it
directly
right?
in front of me,
This one or this one? The one south or to okay, thank
the
you.
one
All right.
directly,
All right.
not diagonal.
So you cast hex.
Yes.
You
So
go-
the comes off my horns and like
Perfect.
starts to
Yep.
flitter around him.
Nice.
And it's not what I want. And then as my action, I cast Shadow Blade.
All right. You'll have to just read the description of Shadow Blade to me.
You weave together threads of shadow to create a sword of solidified gloom in your hand. This is also a bonus action. I know I don't get two, but I will use it.
As your action.
Can I use it as a move action?
Nope.
That'd be an action.
As your action, yep.
Right, we'll still do it.
Well, it says bonus action, right? So it would just be your bonus action to
But
do
I
it.
just cast Hex as a bonus action.
Oh, Hex was your bonus action? Yeah. So this you can cast it as your action then. Yes. Yeah. Wait. If you cast a spell as a bonus action, is this thing a cantrip?
It's a second level spell.
So you couldn't do that. You can only cast a cantrip as a second spell.
Okay. Well then, Shocking Hands it is.
So what are you gonna do?
Shocking Grasp.
All right, Shocking Grasp is
It's a touch spell.
perfect. Make your touch attack on him,
I
please.
did 23
That will hit.
and 7 lightning plus T6 necrotic. There's the dice. 2 points.
So
of necrotic.
so
Nine total.
9 total. All right, you did a lot of damage to him though. You kind of hit him with that lightning. And the ruffian, as you hit him, as we're hitting him, he goes, "Oh, Sal, she's electrifying me." And the other one's like, "Don't be a baby. She's a little girl. Just kill her." All right, that was Waith. Flander, what are you going to do? You see, Waith is surrounded.
Mhm. Okay. Flander pulls out a dagger and jabs his finger, puts a drop of blood in his hand, and he casts Bane on these two.
I believe I have a savings throw.
You do.
All
It's
right.
13.
All right.
If they fail for the next 10 minutes, I think it is, whenever they roll to hit or a saving throw, they roll an extra d4 and subtract whatever that number is.
Nasty. All right. The one who has purple on him right there, he failed his save. He is under the effect of
Mhm.
Bane. The other one I rolled a 17, so plus
Mhm. Okay.
their differences allows them. It is a wisdom saving throw, right?
Let me double check that.
I rolled a 17, so unless I believe.
Yeah,
unless,
that's
you're fine. Okay.
yeah, that's
So cool. All right. Awesome. Way to go. Way to help your companions. All right. That brings us to Colin. Colin, you see the ruckus up there happening.
I don't know if I can see it because it's really dark in this room, right?
Yeah, you're in. It has all the light left because Gashar left,
Yeah.
so you are standing in pitch black. Thanks for
for the record, it's a charisma saving throw.
Thank you. I don't think I have that much. They have a negative to certain things, but they don't have a low enough bunch negative to actually bring it down that far. They'd have to have a wisdom of like 3.
Yep. Just
Yeah.
for future
Charisma 3.
reference.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that.
Colin would like to help, and he knows that Gashar went.
I think you could see the halo of light around that corner.
I think that's kind of
You'd be able to see this hallway here, and because of that, you probably could follow this wall to get around this corner. Whoops. Where did you go? You disappeared.
It's a good question.
Use the keyboard.
He dashed.
Get down.
Here,
a few
I will.
times.
I will bring you back to here.
Oh, that's not where I wanted to go though. I wanted to go up, 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 up.
Nice.
There we go. Yep. Go up.
And it's getting later and later as you go.
Yeah. So you ran.
I'll go to here and then I can kind of see the light from Gashar and I'll be just.
Yeah. So you basically took the dash action and ran all the way to Gashar.
Yep, that's all I do.
Like, I need my buddy. I need my light source.
Mhm.
All right. Colin ran up behind him. That brings us to Hemo. Hemo, what are you going to do?
Do I hear Waif fighting?
Give me a perception roll to see if you can hear that.
An 18 perception?
Yeah, you can hear the scuffle, and you clearly hear Flander crying out, casting his a spell out there, and so yeah, you'd probably be able to.
You know
Wave
something's
guesses,
going on.
Yeah, something's going on. You know, actions are going on.
Did that mage close the door behind him when he left?
No, he did not. So you can run that way if you'd like.
At the moment, it's just Geshar finished and this ruffian standing in here.
Right. But you also know that Waif has got two baddies. You don't know about the spellcaster that you heard up there. So that
So we have the three that are.
Hemo thinks Geshar and Finis can handle this. He says, I think Waif needs my help. You got this, guy. And I'm going to bonus action. Expeditious Retreat is still on, so I'm going to bonus action to dash. 1, 2.
Oh my God.
Let's see how I got to count this out. I get 60 feet of movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 30. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Remember, take the bridge.
Yeah, 1,
Or a really
2,
good jump.
3, 4, 5.
Expeditious Retreat. I bet you could jump pretty
Oh
far.
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think he wants to take that roll. If he fails,
But it would have been so cool.
So where did you get to?
I can get to here or here. I'm going to stand here and engage the two of them.
Perfect.
And then with
we'll
my
be getting
action,
flanking shortly.
with my that was my bonus action. With my action,
melee attack.
does Bane make it harder to?
No, it's basically they have negatives, but to you they're the same.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really have any spell saves to make them. So I guess I'll just hit this guy who just this guy between me and Wave.
I don't.
Okay, then go for it.
With my scimitar. 13 to hit. Does that?
A 13 will miss.
Okay. That's Hemo's turn.
So that's Hemo. That brings us to Gashar. You see that this Red Brand ruffian is going toe to toe with Finis right now.
He will step up to him and I'm gonna say he drops his torch. All right. I attack him with my quarterstaff. Does 13 hit?
You're attacking. No, 13 does not hit that person.
All right. Well, then I will miss with quarterstaff and go ahead and try to do a kick as well. Follow up. 21 will hit, I believe. So for 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
21 will hit?
I believe so.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah.
For 6? Okay.
6 points.
So
kick to the head.
All right. Perfect. All right. That is Gashar. That brings us to Finis. Finis, what are you going to do? There's got this guy who's kind of lingering in here.
Finis will take a swing with his hammer.
Come on.
It does not work.
What'd you
6.
crap? Well, you gave it a shot.
And then is it? No, it's not a bonus. Okay.
Is Finis doing this for the spiritual weapon?
Yeah, like Thor. All right.
Yeah, that's all Finis is gonna do. That's really all he can do. He doesn't want to move.
Fair enough.
All
right.
You don't want to move
take a
into
5-foot step and
yeah,
not threaten to get the flank on.
Yep, you can. All right. Flander, give me. Actually, you're going to see this. Flander, you're going to see this. You're going to see. This here. You're going to see a someone with a light, a staff that's glowing light You're going to see this person here.
Oh, never did go over. How did I not see that when I went across that bridge?
What's that?
Oh,
How
yeah.
did I
wait,
not see
that's
that
it.
when I went across that bridge?
No, I thought, I apologize. That was probably just on me. I thought it was clear that it was an opening, and it probably did not show you enough to reveal it. So I apologize. That was just my fault. Let's just say that for whatever reason you just overlooked it or whatever. But yeah, that's probably on me, because when I revealed all the areas, I thought I'd give you enough space, and
That's okay.
and on my map, it's not always so clear what I've revealed. So I apologize. So I will give you a little bit more reveal of that to make it more obvious. Sorry about that. In the future, I'll try harder to call those out a little bit better. My apologies.
Perfect.
Okay, sorry about that.
No.
So, well, let's not retro that. Let's just assume that.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. And so I will roll that up, and so I hopefully that animated correctly, and everyone could see what was going on. So, okay, I'm just trying to see where they can see it, because I have my recording area is different than what you guys can move your map around. Unfortunately, the people at home kind of are locked in whatever I show them. They don't get. It'd be great if they had like the 3D phone thing where they could like follow you along. All these technologies that we need to have included. Me with my limited budget of no dollars. All right.
That existed. So
okay. Let's see. And okay, they went. Hemo and Waif. I'm going to give you a perception roll.
Okay. I percept at a 19.
All right. And Waif, what did you percept at?
11.
All right. Oops. Hemo, you hear coming from this area. Hold on. Not mean to do that. You have obviously have a DM who cannot operate a mouse. All right. You hear from this area here the subtle sound of a door that slightly opened.
All right.
Yeah. It was very subtle, but you hold it really well. So you hear that. All right.
I'll tell Waif and Flander that. There's somebody else coming from up here.
All right. And these guys are going to get attacks of opportunity on them as they flee. So,
right.
Hemo, would you like to take your attack of opportunity on one of them?
The one directly in front of us has.
Where are they fleeing?
Damage.
They're heading north. They're heading up.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'll swing on the.
They're heading in this direction.
Which is the one that's been damaged? The one
I believe this one is highly direct damage.
Okay, yeah, the one in between us. I'll swing at him again. If this.
By the way, the other.
Whoops.
If Finnis was here, he'd recognize that this was the one he actually got. The other one he injured. So they actually are both injured. They're both injured.
I crit him.
You crit
26 to hit. Yeah.
All
right. How much damage you do to him?
It looks like 3 plus dex plus 1 was 7 plus 2 on my other d6, so 9.
All right. He turns and you lash out. What happens to this guy as he tries to flee? How do you take him down?
I think as I hear a door open and he starts running for the door, I think I just like swing low and like clip him in the knee, like
nasty.
Take a leg off or something, and
you
knock him down.
You take a leg off and he goes to step on the leg that's not there, and he falls face plants into the cold earth and crawls a foot or two, and the blood just pouring out of his legs spews all over the floor below at your feet.
I turn to the next guy.
He unfortunately has taken off. He runs this way. He stops.
Does he calibrate?
And that's the last you see of him. He did not take. He did not disengage. He's using his action for something else. Okay. That was them. Did I do all of my movements for everybody else that I'm going to move? Yes. Yes. That brings us to Waif. Those people came up to attack you, and then this guy, he actually gets he didn't die, so or he didn't wait. How much damage did you do him? Yeah, he did die. He's the one who took the 5-foot step and perished. That I just unfortunately forgot to put the X in it. So I was like, what happened to that dude? My mistake. All right, wait.
He took a little trip.
That guy is bleeding out in front at your feet.
He's dead. He's dead to me. I will move forward and I will stealth again.
All right, what's your new stealth roll?
Oh, I don't have advantage. 6. I don't. It's
Okay, you're
not hiding
stealthing.
very well.
You're like, shh, I'm gonna stealth now.
Every one of her footsteps is going with the
Yeah,
blood.
unfortunately, as you walk through it, you're leaving behind a trail of blood. That's a fantastic idea. So you go to there, and you realize you're literally leaving a trail of blood right where you're at.
I will move to there.
Okay. Okay, and what else you're going to do? You
What
just
do I
did a
see?
move. I apologize. I will reveal the rest of that area to you. I'm going to try to be real better about the revealing stuff. I'm sorry that I didn't reveal that other entrance. I feel like I failed a little bit there. All right. You see that.
Where is the door?
I'm just showing you what you see.
What about this corner?
That corner is, I apologize. Let me reveal that.
Because if it's in darkness, that's important.
Yep, that's what you see.
So can I ready an action if something comes through there?
You absolutely can ready an action.
Eldritch Blast an enemy that comes through there.
Perfect. All right. That brings us to Flander. Flander, what are you going to do?
Okay, I'm going to go and check out this passage here.
All right, which passage are you like checking out? That one down below? All right.
So somebody with a light sort of run across the bridge and disappear on the other side of it, and you're like, I'm following them.
All right. When you come around the corner there, you can actually see a light around the corner. Right. You can actually see the kind of the glowing light. It's not a very powerful light. You think it's like a light spell, like a cantrip spell. They're not very bright. All right. That's what you can see, and you can see the glow of his staff as you can kind of see his footfalls. His cloak is flapping behind him as he races around that corner. That's what you see. And if you have still movement left, you feel free to keep moving and attacking or approaching him. How much movement do you have left?
Probably not that much.
You could dash also and just reach him if you'd like. It's up to you. If that's important to you.
Yep. If I'm
stealthy are you?
here, I'm moderately stealthy.
Not unless you stealth.
Oh yeah,
Wait.
actually, I'm very stealthy.
Perfect. Well, you ran to there. How far did you move at this point?
Okay, to that point, it's let's see. Yeah, it's more than 30 feet.
Okay, so that you basically
So
dashed to that point.
Yep.
So you can move a total of 60 feet then, if you want to count that out.
Yeah.
Or you can stop there if you don't want to get too close to this guy.
If I can see him from here. So.
Yeah, you dashed. That was your action. Okay. That is Flander dashing into the darkness. Now, Flander, do you have a light source with you or do you have dark vision?
I have dark vision.
Perfect. Thank you. That brings us to...
Which is why that fight is so cool in the dark.
Yeah.
It's completely pitch black.
Yeah. Colin, it is your turn.
Colin is going to enter the room, and
where are you at, sir? Oh, there you are.
in the hallway.
In the now currently lit room.
Right. It's lit, and There's a table in there, and you had mentioned that they were playing.
Allow me to read the room now that you're actually going to take a moment to, instead of all the fighting happening,
Yeah.
allow me to read the room. And now that you see what's going on, more than just running through here and attacking.
Read the room, guys. Read the room.
Yeah, read the room. Okay, Colin.
Mm-hmm.
Several worn tables and chairs are scattered around a large room. Wooden benches are, let me make sure, did I read that right? That is, looks like the right one. Just the map is not quite, I guess.
Right. We just see the one table.
Wooden benches are drawn up against wall decorated with draperies of brown and red, and several ale kegs are propped up and tapped. I need to edit the room a little bit. A stack of coins and trinkets is heaped upon the table between them. So you see this table. So the description described those 4 thugs, but you already have triggered them.
Right.
So since they heard you, so they are. So you can see this table has a bunch of coins and looks like trinkets, like little blocks or squares or something. It looks like they might have been playing some kind of a dice game.
But you mentioned that there was a light source. There's like a candle or something.
Yeah, the room. Yeah, there is light in this room. They have candles on the tables right now.
Right. Colin takes
a torch on the floor. Too.
Takes one of. Well, he takes one of the candles.
Yeah, and that is a 10-foot light and a 10-foot dim light. I believe.
Okay.
Double check, but I think that's what candlelight is.
And then with his other hand, he's gonna sweep all those coins into a pile.
No problem.
And that goes right into his pocket.
No problem. Just for your records, so you have that.
Nice.
It's a fairly hefty set of coins in here. What you find is find 75 copper.
Okay.
55 silver.
75, you said?
75 copper, 55 silver.
Okay.
And 20 gold. And also an earring.
Okay. He grabs the
Somebody
earring
was
too.
in for that game. Like, I'm definitely putting down this earring now.
Yeah.
I'm going to win this one for sure.
So there's a lot of money on the table here. Did you get all that written down?
Yeah, I'm going to write the earring down, but yes.
Okay, great. So you have all that. You see this big line. Clearly you haven't counted it yet, but just so you have it. All right.
What is the earring made out of?
A tiny ruby. It's a gold earring with a tiny ruby.
Ooh.
So feel free to decorate yourself. Yeah, I'm sure. I would wager, depending on what the
a ruby would look fantastic.
Yeah, well, and sure, in Waterdeep it looks fantastic. In some of the other towns, it depends on what the state of the town is. So, you do know that
it would match your skin.
Yeah, it would look great on you. Yeah, with gold. Maybe Colin can give it to you if you ask nicely. And that's not going to happen.
Probably not. But he's a pretty good guy and he likes Waif.
Yeah, so that's what you do. Great. You scooped up all the coins. And of course you can see the kegs and stuff all tapped and things in this room. This looks like there's the types of kegs that are in here are all different types. So they look like they've been brought from various sources. You think that your hunch is that they probably stole these or taken these from various places.
Okay.
I like that we're like in a fight. We're fighting this one ruffian right here.
Yeah.
You're basically running the room and steal all the coins that they're in the middle of gambling on. I'm picturing that just like, what the hell?
Hemo, it is your turn.
He's like, wait, what do you? It's not wait.
There's 2 of you.
No, I'm picturing the ruffians.
I guess Hemo.
No.
There was a second guy up here.
Yes, he took off around that corner.
Do I see anything over here?
Is that the foot? Is that a boot icon on you right there?
Yeah, I still have Expeditious Retreat.
You're fleet of foot. Nice. I love it. Okay, so you ran to there, and what are you going to do? I apologize.
Well, I'm looking for whatever means of escape this guy used. I heard.
Give me a perception roll, please.
Door.
Give me a perception roll, please.
Well, I don't see an obvious door. I suppose it might have been like a trap door or something. Maybe he's in one of these barrels. I got a 19 for perception.
19 for perception? Okay. Whoa, secret door. Secret door.
We
Didn't even need the wand.
Way to go, elf.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, in the old days where they get a 2 out of 6 instead of the 1 out of 6. Yeah. And if there's younger people watching this game, you're like, wow, you keep talking about these old games. They sound like they sucked.
Wasn't elf just like a class? You could just play elf.
In fact, the very first character I've ever played in the red box basic set, when you go into the first dungeon they have, I played an elf. I believe my best friend played a magic user, and my other best friend played a fighter. That's Dave and Andy. Dave and Andy, if you're watching, hats off to you guys. But the three of us played that game, and Andy's dad dungeon mastered that first game.
Dang.
I was an elf. I had 1 magic missile spell for the whole day. I mean, you could choose a spell you wanted, but I chose magic missile because why not?
Classic. Yeah.
Okay. And it did 1d4 plus 1 points of damage still. And I don't think it's ever changed. All right. That is, that was.
I still have my AD&D player's handbook.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I have every D&D book I have ever owned.
If someday I have a whole shelf back there, we could geek out all over. Come over. We'll geek out about all the old games. All right, cool. So you did that. You see that secret door. You spot it. You searched and found that. All right. Do you have a bonus action or anything else you're going to trip or do? Have you done interactive with an item yet? You can probably go through that door if you want.
Well, I looked Waif. She's got that.
Yeah, you see her. You see her standing in her blood. Now that blood.
Yeah, sure. How much?
You stare right at her, and she's like, I am moving too slowly. You cannot see me.
Yes.
All right. Well, it's 30 feet to get to this door, but then I suppose that opened the secret door. See what I see.
All right. This is what you see. You run through there. Allow me to reveal the area, and
just like 12 guys.
And they're all pointing their guns. They're all weapons directly at you. Hold on. I'm not quite done yet. I apologize.
You open up a cannon. Is there?
And you see that guy running toward that other door, but he hasn't. But his movement, he had to move through the dark, so that's about all he could do.
Hey, stop or be stopped, guy. Come back here.
Is that what you're gonna say?
You can move up to him. You got enough movement to hit to him.
I'd have to bonus action to dash to get up to him.
Do you have the bonus action to dash? I mean, it's up to you what you want to do. If you have the movement to, you are running with that fleet of foot. You're an eldritch knight for a reason.
Anymore.
I mean, still, you could threaten him for a reaction.
That's true. All right, yeah, I'll bonus action to dash up closer to him.
All right, the door behind you clicks closed.
Oh,
I saw him go through it.
You did see him go through it, but the door clicks closed.
But I'm just saying, I saw
meaning like other doors would stay open, but this has a little spring in it.
Has an automatic.
Yeah. So meaning that you'll have to also use your free action to open it. Yeah. It's just something that you have to be accounted for. All right, Hemo, you ran through there. That brings us to Gashar.
All right. I believe I'm flanking this guy now. Finis, you're threatening, right?
I believe I forgot to attack you last round with him, but that's okay. Go for it. He was startled. No, he was startled.
Very startled. All right. Well, I'll swing at him with my quarterstaff.
I have a lot going on this board, and half the stuff you can't see, and I'm petrified that I'm going to display the wrong thing to you. So I forgot about him. We'll go ahead. It happens. Go for it.
Maybe he just
did. You no. So
22 will hit. I'm assuming
22. Yeah, 22 does hit.
11 points of damage with the quarterstaff.
All right.
Is he still up?
Let me check. I need to click on him to actually see his hit points. And come on.
Did you guys actually see the wizard run down the other way?
I didn't.
I didn't see it either.
We know he ran out the southern
Finis?
door of our
No,
room.
he saw him. Right.
Done.
That's it.
Finis saw him leave. For
Down.
sure.
Okay. So okay.
All right. Well, I all I know is that he ran out this door, and that this door is down here is closed still. So Gashar will pick up that torch, I guess.
This should be open.
Okay.
Yeah, that one's open. The southern door in the room he's in is open.
Yeah, you're gonna pick up the torch.
Yeah, is that?
Yep, that's your free
action,
thing. That's your free thing.
And he'll run down this hallway then.
Which hallway you're going to the south
to
or
the
to the
south, and then he stops and looks down that way. So he's
You see
providing light.
a magic scythe. Is that thing still open, active? It lasts for 1 minute. So is it still going?
Yes, it's got like 3 rounds left.
Okay. It's just sitting there, like ready to kind of pretend moving, just
Yeah.
twitching around. Yeah.
Now you know you're in that room.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, absolutely.
Colin, you had the candle and the cash. All right.
I got
That
candle and
that was next is Finis. Next. Oh, it's my guy's next.
Kashar waves for you to come with.
Unfortunately, that guy is dead. That you. All right. This guy is going to take the dash action. I'm sorry, the disengage action from you. Because
All right.
he is not going to deal with that.
Probably a good plan.
It's completely pitch black in there, right? And you basically run up behind him and start whispering at him, "Stop running away."
When he opens up, you can see that light. There's light on the door. As he opens the door, there's light in that room, right? And I'll show you what the room looks like in a second here.
No, Hemo definitely has a tendency to yell at his foes.
Can you give me a perception roll? Since you're in pursuit, you have a chance. I'm going to give you a chance of actually seeing these people. Something going on.
Whoop, 16.
Hold on. I have to roll to see what they're. Okay. All right. All right. I will
from my elven eyes. I get a bonus to detecting secrets.
Mhm.
All right. I'm gonna reveal what you see. As the door flies open.
Yeah, this on the upper part.
Yep. Everyone can see. I appreciate you pointing it out though, because I am terrible at moving this map, and I would be saddened if I did not catch the right stuff. There's a lot of movement going on in this dungeon. It's actually pretty kinetic. You're right. All right. But you do see something else when as a flash, just as a flash. It might not be the same when you go through the door, but I will reveal it right now. So just note that I might change that when you actually go through. You see something else. You see this. I can. Hemo, you see a woman, and this woman, Hemo, is the same woman who was standing in front of Sister Glariel's house with the bugbears and was yelling and talking to Sister Glariel. And you see her at the back end of this chamber. The door opens and you see her. She looks over at you and the door closes. This door here opens and then closes.
Okay.
All right. That's what you see. All right. And she looks at you in surprise, and the door closes. That's what happens. All right. That was that one person's action. All right. And then I think, okay, this other person is going to take an action down here. Allow me to move him. All right, so I'm going to scroll this down so everyone can see down below what's going on here. So Hemo, you're now off the map for a second. And Flander, you can see this person is down below around this corner here, but he is taking off into the darkness.
Mm-hmm. I see him gone.
Yes. That's what happens. And I'm not sure if the people before saw them around the corner there, but you see that person with the red cloak and the staff that has a glowing light run down into the dark. And you see that glowing light like douse, like literally kind of just go out. You do hear some movement. Give me a perception roll, Flander.
Okay. Perception, not my best, but
What'd you get?
Not his best.
I got
Not like I did.
3.
All right. You hear your father telling you, Flander, why did you leave us? Why did you pursue such a nonsensical path? If you would have been better at sword, you would have killed this guy already. But instead, you chose the loot, and this is what brought your ending. That got distracted you as you hear your father's voice in your head.
Mhm.
All right.
Mhm.
Get out of your head, man.
Get out of your head, man. All right.
Get out of
that
my
was
head.
my dudes. That brings us to, I actually have to make one decision here of something that is going to be a prepared action. So allow me to do that before. Yes. Okay. I know what's going on. Okay. Okay. That is what has happened. That brings us to Waif. I'm going to scroll the map back up now. So
Wait, did we skip Finis?
did we
Do I
skip
go after
Finis?
Gashar?
We did, and I'm sorry. I apologize. We did
It's
do that.
okay.
I'm sorry. There's a lot going on, and so feel free to yell at me. Finis, you are clearly, thankfully, none of the stuff I did affected you. I apologize. I'll be
Yeah, no
more
problem.
diligent next time. What are you going to do, Finis?
Finis was just going to use a dash and run as far as he could. 5, 10. $35, 30. So about there.
Okay, you do that. You don't have a light source, but what is your range of your dark vision?
60 feet.
All right.
He's not hiding, all right?
Basically, I see Flander out in the distance,
Yeah.
and I'm
You
running
do,
down
you
there.
do. I was wondering if you could see Wave, but you're not quite there yet. With her massive 6 hide, you actually could see her up there. Anyway, but you do see Flander up ahead of you. All right. So that's what you did, right?
I'm also going to move the spiritual weapon up with me.
Perfect. All right. That is Finis, and then I did my actions, and now it is Waste's turn. Thanks for indulging me there.
If she moves, you probably
Cameron.
could see her move around the corner.
Yeah, Cameron, what are you gonna do, Wave? You see
going
that
to
Hemo
move to
disappeared. All right, you push open the door as your free action,
Yep.
and you see Hemo standing there.
Yep, no longer hiding, obviously. I'm going to check this door here and this door. That's a door. Right?
Hemo
Yes, it is.
says,
Allow me to look at the numbers, the room here, and tell you what it is. Special, I believe that is locked. I will double check.
What does Hemo say?
Hemo says, I found the bugbear's handler down there. She took off running too. I think there's probably too many of them down there for me to just keep chasing them. I think I'm gonna have to let them go.
Yeah, you look at that. You're gonna check that door, and that door is locked.
You have me. I will back you up.
Well, there's at least one down there,
So,
and I'll get you.
She still has an action. Checking that was just a bonus, right?
No, because you pushed open the secret door, and then you searched the door. That's your action. You did 2 things. You had to
Okay.
push open the secret door as you're free. You stepped in, and then you investigated the door. You found it to be locked.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was Wave. That brings us to Flander.
Okay. Flander just kind of shakes his head and starts moving down the passageway there.
All right, I'm
Be
gonna
able to get
scroll
to it.
down so that
Mhm.
the people can see what you are doing here. All right, and then I will reveal that area. I'm going to move the map over a little bit. Colin, you're going to be lost a little bit to the ages. All right, Flander, I will. No. Wow, you're already cut off. Yeah, you had
One sip.
one sip and you're cut off. You're really
I'm
gonna make
half
it
the
worse.
man I was.
All right, Flander, you run down and I will reveal the rest of that corner here as well. So there's no confusion. You run down and you can see that it is an end of a wall. You run down to there.
Mhm. Okay. And I'm gonna push on that wall and see if there's a door.
All right, give me an investigation, please. Actually, give me a perception, not an investigation. My mistake.
Okay. 12.
12?
Mhm.
All right. That's enough. You can see that there is indeed a secret passage there. So you how far away? So how far have you moved there, Flander?
Okay, that's here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
And I believe you move at 30 or 35.
30.
Okay, so you can move another 5 feet if you want to push into that room. That's up to you.
I do. Oh, I do,
Okay.
I do, I do.
All right. I will reveal.
I'm gone.
So yeah, push you into that room. And I will reveal how much trouble you are in.
Mhm.
We are some chaotic mother.
I'm in the room, Alan.
What did we say? There's a dozen people with bow and arrow just waiting. I was like, oh, there's so many arrows that'll block out the sun.
Then we fight in the shade.
Pretty much true.
Can you deflect arrows yet, Flander?
That's you.
No.
I haven't had a chance to yet. I'm looking forward to it though.
When you get that,
Yeah, third.
you have it
Yeah,
now.
I have it.
All right. I will read
this is
the
nice.
room description to you.
Yeah, everybody's melee.
You open to actually, well, they don't expect you to be coming from that way. They expect you for coming from the other way. But you can see that this room rises up. This is going up the steps here. If I can give you a select here. You
Sort of
go
that,
up.
right?
Yeah, so you go up to here and then you go up here. So it slowly rises. So this door is 10 feet up. Right here. That's rising up. All right. It's rising up back on its feet. All right. Then it says, so assuming that you're from that, it says the door opens into a 5-foot wide landing 15 feet above a large cellar. So you're kind of on the bottom of the cellar right now, with stone steps descending to the floor in 2 short flights. Another door stands beneath the stairs to the north. A large stone cistern occupies the western part of the room, whose walls are lined with kegs and barrels. That's what your movement ends, and you push to open that door. You have some action you can do. You can actually move again if you'd like as a dash, or you can do an action.
There's nobody in
I think
there.
it's an action. I'd like to check one of those barrels, see if it's got anything in it.
Yeah, they're full. They are all full of casks, or full of these barrels here are all full of ales
Mm. Well,
from various different types of cask makers.
Hmm.
All right, that's so they're all full. You investigate them all. Boom, boom. All right, that was Flander. Round refreshes. I believe everyone went right. Yell at me if I missed you. Colin, it is your turn, and I will scroll back. Oh, Colin is still kind of on the map at the edge.
Yep, I'm still on the map.
And I'm going to scroll this over just so everyone else can see what that room looked like as well, because that's a bigger room.
I'm having a little trouble here.
So, Colin, you're being pushed off the map. You're being pushed out.
Poor Colin, always left behind in the dark.
So that's that room that
No, I waited for him this time.
I'm going to move it back a little bit. So
Yeah, I
you
was
guys see
going to
Colin.
come to you.
All right, Colin, what are you going to do?
I am going to
Just
run
turn.
up next to Gashar.
Just keep going. Go. Follow Finnis.
Well, I won't be able to get that far today. I'll stop there.
All right.
Technically, you could keep going though, right?
Yeah, you could dash.
Unless you're going to do another action.
Dash to about here.
All right. There we go.
Well,
All right.
there's a floating sword right in front of you now. I suppose that'd be. the
I
bigger-
believe it's a scythe. I believe. Is that
Oh,
true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big old
That's-
sickle.
that
I've
is
seen it
freaking
before,
awesome.
so I'll just kind of, hopefully it won't chop me.
Yeah, you're not. It's fine. You know, if it chops you, it's fine. He doesn't hit with that thing very often anyway.
It rolls so low.
He rolls a constant 10. It's like, all right. That is Colin, as I just totally dissed my own friends. All right, Hemo, it is your turn.
Well, seeing that Waif is
I'm
coming
gonna
in here
scroll up
with
so
me,
that people
I'm
can see.
gonna push into the room. Did he leave that door open as he's running?
What you push open the room and you can see that person is standing there in the room. However, that's what you see, and I will reveal the rest of the room so that you have the full description. Then I will actually do a quick description for you of this room. I think I need a third table around me because I have all these small tables. All right.
We need to get you like a 360 setup, like Neil Peart or something.
Yes, that'd be
So
awesome.
you've got books and everything, and like a laptop behind you. You got to keep spinning in circles.
Or I can stand still and just you all can spin around me. All right.
We could do that.
I think that's probably the easier way for me. All right. I'll just build a platform for y'all. Okay. Three large stone sarcophagi stand within this dusty crypt, and propped up against each sarcophagus is a human skeleton clad in bits of rusty mail. False columns along the walls are carved in the image of spreading oak trees. The double doors in the southeast corner are sheathed in tarnished copper plate.
That's weird.
And you see that guy who's on the other side of the room. He's standing there. He has his weapon in his hand, and he just kind of tilts his head at you. You don't see that woman who was there before. You don't see her anywhere.
Hemo can make it 30 feet. He can make it up there.
All right.
He's got both his scimitars. He's approaching. He's like, where's that woman? She took Sister Gariel with a bunch of bugbears. You tell me where she is, and maybe you can go home tonight.
All right. When you do that, put yourself back to where you're at.
I'll stand here, I guess.
Yep.
Skeletons animate.
Oh, classic. Danger.
All right. As you cross the threshold into this room, and run forward, the skeletons twitch and quiver. Magic takes their different joints and fuses them together with little glistening pops of purplish hue. They leap almost unnaturally fast, grabbing at their rusted old weapons and run forward to attack. All right, their animation was their action, so now they get to move. So
Okay, are they doing a surprise round at me?
Yeah, the surprise round is they're moving at you. That's all they get to do, because their animation was their action, and so they're just going to move. So they move to here and move to here, and you see that soldier in the back who's standing next to the thing. He goes, he just kind of gives you a smirk, like, yeah, I knew this was coming. All right, that's what happens. Go ahead.
Great. Then
are you going to do anything more? Do you have anything more to do in your round?
Yeah, I just moved up here. He's gonna.
You should have an attack, right?
Yeah, you have an attack still, right? They just literally surprised you by leaping up, and you're like, "Whoa, what's happening?"
Yeah, he's gonna. Just a second. You bought yourself a second. He turns to the skeletons and starts swinging his swords.
All right, you're gonna use your sword against them?
I'm gonna fight the one between me and the red brand.
All right, perfect.
And swing with my +1 scimitar for a 12 to hit.
That will miss.
Ooh, there.
Sorry, not the. I'll roll the other one. Well, my.
What happened? You lost me for a second.
Sorry, I accidentally launched a second with my +1. My regular +5 to hit. My regular scimitar just got a 22.
All right, your 22 does hit.
Okay, that's 6 points of slashing.
Okay, let me do some damage to this guy.
And I will. I didn't bonus action dash, so I'm going to bonus action scimitar. No, I did that already.
Yeah, you did 2 attacks,
I'm
right?
not a two weapon fighter. I don't have multi-attack yet. Okay.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
You're getting close, though. You're getting close.
Almost. A couple more levels.
All right. Perfect. All right. That brings us to Yashar. Yashar, where are you at in the map? I want to make sure.
I'm way on the left, but I'm going to run into that main cave-looking room in a sec here. So basically, runs in here and it says, "Where do we go next?" You may end up running right past you, Finis. But where do we go next, Finis?
Where do we?
I'll say Flander went down the hall.
So like straight ahead, basically.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
saw Flander go this way, and I'll point down.
All right. So he runs 40 feet to the bridge. Oop. Wrong thing. And then he'll do another move. So, yep, he'll just run down the hallway like you suggest. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. The torch goes flying into the room.
All right, Colin, once again,
Actually,
you had the
I've got a
candle.
candle.
That's right. You have a candle. I
So
apologize.
there's 10 feet of light. So actually, Finis will get a little bit of light too.
Little light love.
Hey.
I get around the corner and I don't see an end to it.
No, you
I
don't.
don't see a door at all.
Yeah, I don't see a door.
Like that, the hallway ends.
That was your full movement, right?
Yes.
You did a dash.
Yeah,
okay.
a dash.
That was
But he speaks too.
Gashar. That brings us to Finis. It is your turn.
As he's saying that, he'll be like, "What do you mean? Obviously, he's down there."
But the hallway, it ends. Where did he go?
Just gonna get
From
there.
here, now that all the children are grown up.
All right, you run down to there. That's your one action. That's your one movement, sir.
Yep, one movement, bonus action to move the thing forward, and then he will once again cast. Where did my character sheet go? It got closed.
Actually, I guess question. Do you think that it's possible that Flander would hear us from the other side of the door? As Kishar was not trying to be quiet.
That's a fair thing. When on Flanders' turn, I'll give him a listen roll as you were yelling. That's fair.
Cool.
Are you hurt at all, Gashar?
Yes. He is he's down to less than half of his hit points.
All right, I'll pop a cure wounds on you.
Thank you, sir.
4 back.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Perfect. That is Finis.
Minimum healing. Lane.
Next up
That's okay.
is their turn. All right.
Where does Waif go in this?
You go right after my turn.
Okay.
Yeah. You are 12. I have a 13. You have a 12. And then 11 is Flander. Let me adjust the map here so that we are in this room now, scrolling over so that you can see what's going on here. All right. Flander, you see this person running out of the shadows here. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
And running
I do
that
indeed.
way. So you see them running up and then run through that door.
Okay.
And as he does so, he gets to the edge. He looks back and he kind of looks around. Maybe even sees you, and he kind of gives you a snicker and runs through. And you can see as he runs through, his torch light that he has bursts on for one. As he runs through, you can see it echoes on for as he passes the door, like as if his staff itself is igniting with light. All right, that brings us to that was Flander, or that was that guy. Let's see. Do I have anybody else on the board? Oh, yes, I do. I have all my regular actions now with these guys. Okay.
Zombie time?
Yeah, now it's their regular action time. All right.
Cool boy.
I have to read the next room because this guy is running into it. I have to remind myself what it is.
No, don't run away. You wait right there. I'll finish with these skeletons in a minute.
Okay. This guy is going to take a move through difficult terrain as he moves, because what he's going to do, he's going to move to here. And this is going to be difficult terrain. So he moves 15, 25, 35, and he drops here, and he kind of smiles at you, right? And he steps through, and as he does so, he turns around and he sees Waith, and his face just goes white. Like he thought he was so clever, dodging around Hemo as he climbs through, and he pushes through at the end of his movement. He turns around, he kind of gives you he turns around, and he sees you, and he's like, oh. Like he was expecting to get away with this. Meanwhile, the undead are attacking you, the skeletons.
Oh crap! I'm out of spell slots.
All right, 3 attacks on you. None of them are.
Kick-ass AC.
The non-flanking one first. The non-flanking one hits a 16.
That hits.
All right, and the flanking one hits you, and the other flanking one misses you. So you're hit twice.
Okay.
All right, and let's see what they do for damage. Okay, they pretty much like I swear every first level or like quarter hit dice creature kind of does the same damage. It makes sense. All right, the first one hits you. The one that's with your back between the two, he slams this weapon right into you, dives right between your ribs, and you take 8 points of damage.
Ow.
The second one does the exact opposite, and he barely smacks he kind of nicks part of your armor, and the actual armor flap hits you in the back in the face a little bit, and you take 3 points of damage. So one did the max, the other one did the minimum. It's what happens.
That's average.
Yeah. All right. I believe everybody who
it evens out.
All right. And then I need to make a listen roll. Oh, I rolled really good. Okay. Good to know. All right. Actions happen. Okay. That means it is now Waif's turn. I'm going to make sure everything's on mapper. So I'm going to go up here and show everybody what's going on up here. Waif.
The door opens. Waif just goes, "Hello, Eldritch Blast."
What are you going to do, Waif? Are you going to let him go? Perhaps give him a hug?
As a bonus action, the hex coats him.
Okay. Well, you're not going to stab a knife next to him and just threaten him?
Cook him a nice little dinner.
I mean, I feel like you're like being very inorganic. No, this is awesome.
This guy's
I'm totally
this guy is hostile.
No,
he's not tied up, unconscious.
This guy did try to run in and kill you.
Yeah, he's a jerk. Go ahead.
So I hit him for a total of 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage?
Mm-hmm. And he is thrust back 10 feet.
All right. That door supposedly closes, but I'll say because he's walking through the door that he's holding it open just because it's awesome.
Yes. Perfect.
And how much damage did you do to him?
5 points.
All right.
Minimum roll though.
It totally was.
Boom, gets thrust back. Yeah, that's what
10 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I guess he can put him here because that's considered difficult terrain. All right. He kind of lands on top of you see Hemo. He runs through with a snicker, and the next thing you know, you hear the Eldritch Blast explosion, and you see this guy launched and sprawled out kind of on the back of this sarcophagus and kind of fall over onto his feet.
I told you to wait.
All right, that was Waif. That brings us to Flander. Now let's go back and bring the map down to Flander.
And then that door shuts.
Okay.
The door will close. Yes, that door, that door, that room door always closes. It's actually that room has a curse on it. So, at least I read it. This specifically doesn't say a curse, but the way I read it is, I think of it as being, or maybe like it could be even a divine, some kind of room. But anyway, so now Flander, what are you gonna do? You saw that guy run off into the dark.
Yeah, I did a perception check of 10 to see if I hear Gashar.
You do not.
Out there.
You do not hear him.
Okay.
That's just a little bit. That door must be
then.
thicker than we realized. Even I didn't realize it was that thick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm just going to move. I'm going to move up to here.
Flush to the bottom, right? Because it's secret. You would.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You couldn't. There's no light to get through, right?
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah. I want to see what's up here.
Want to see what's up where? That's a wall.
Here.
Did I not draw it correctly? Back up a little bit.
It's just
yeah. I will. Again, I clearly have skills I need to get to show this thing. Oh, it's there, but
there you go.
It's shaded. It's shaded gray. So if you don't want to move to there, you can move somewhere else because that wall is clearly your character knows it was there.
Okay, then I will move to this door here.
All right, you run up the stairs and we're winding up that up and down the stairs. That door is ajar. You can see that leads outside. That leads outside of the manor. And you can see in the distance a glowing white light trailing off into the distance.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Okay. Okay then.
All right, is that pretty much your full movement there? You move much more than 30. So
that's
Okay.
pretty much my full.
Does that reveal the
movement.
rest of that room?
I will thank you for reminding me. I will reveal the rest of that room for you and make sure everyone else can see it as well.
So is that a door like on
On the
that
lower
goes-
level, yeah, under it.
that goes like under the stairs?
Yeah, he that was in the description.
Right here.
Okay.
Yeah, that there is a door that goes under the stairs. Yes.
But you're just saying that the guy with the light staff, he ran to the east then.
He ran
ran
out
to
the
this
door.
door
He
here.
ran out
That door.
and he sees the
Oh.
light trailing outside.
Got it. I thought he'd
So-
gone north, but he
Yeah.
went east. Okay.
No, he went out that, and I wanted to make sure that Graham saw that. That's very specifically that was the door he went through.
So
Mm.
did you say it was a glass staff?
Would I say that was a glass staff? Well, I said the whole thing lit up like lit with light.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
The light bulb
You've
staff.
you weren't the one who saw it, but I can.
Total metagaming here, but I think it's a light bulb staff.
Yeah, Graham, you might say that it was clear. I don't know if it was made of glass, but it was a
Mhm.
staff of light. So
Mhm.
you might infer that was a staff of glass.
Might infer. Yeah.
He was running. He was running through. It's really hard to see when a guy's running with his
Yep.
thing exactly. But
But
yeah,
he's running away so well.
yeah,
Yeah.
He's bolting. All right, that was okay. That was.
It's a lightsaber. Like,
Did I do all of my dudes here? He moved. The skeletons went.
Did you see
The other
this
people
bolting?
listened. Okay. Yes.
let's go.
That was Flander, right? So
That
it's
was
now
Flander,
Colin's
yeah.
turn. Did Flander just go? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Colin, it is your turn.
All right. Colin's going to kind of try to get across here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
45.
Yeah, I'll go down. 45,
Oh,
50. And I'll go right into this tight little.
yes.
A little, you're gonna nestle in between those two.
I am going
Sharp
to nestle in.
points. See? The hallway ends. Look.
I know that Flander has got some tricks.
It's probably the Matrix. And if you see a black cat glitching, then you know that they
Whoa,
changed
deja
things.
vu.
Maybe there was a door there and they changed things in the Matrix.
They changed something.
Colin says, I know that Flander's got some tricks. Why don't we go see what's going on at the end? The end. Perhaps maybe there's a secret door, or maybe a concealment, perhaps maybe some form of magic.
Very well.
All right. Did you move double? Did you move twice? You're done. Okay. Hemo, it's your turn. I'm gonna scroll back up to your demise.
Oh,
Not yet, it ain't. Maybe I shouldn't be so cocky.
For those of you following at home, here's where he's gonna die. All right, Mr. Arrogant, go for it. He's been in. I gave him inspiration, so he's just like jacked. He's like, yeah.
don't forget
Do
your
a spin
inspiration.
attack.
I don't know. Playing a fighter is kind of addictive. They're just so strong.
I haven't played a fighter in a long time, but you're making me want to play a fighter. This is really fun. All right, what are you gonna do, sir?
Well, I'm out of magic, so it's down to just swords.
You're a
I'll
fighter.
keep-
Why do you have magic? Just kidding.
Because I'm an elf too. I'll swing at that same guy. Oh my god. A crit on the
That
southwest
skeleton?
guy.
All right.
Yeah.
How much critical damage do you do to that skeleton?
Just 10.
Just 10?
Yep.
All right. All right.
And
All right. What when you hit with your weapon, you hit the thing, and when he does, you see all these little purplish points of all the intersection points of where these skeletal bones connect. All at once, they all flash, and the skeleton just collapses in a heap of bones.
I've been known to do that myself sometimes.
His chiropractic bill must be through the roof. All right.
I'm married to chiropractors.
You get it for free. Bonus.
I think I'm going to.
You have a second attack, right?
Yeah, I'll take an offhand attack at the top left skeleton
All right.
with my other scimitar.
Huh.
Oh, nope, that one was a crit fail. You win some,
Okay.
you lose some.
You kind of you attack it. It literally kind of spirals away with it's using a short sword. Just kind of moves it away. And if it could laugh at you with that bony jaw, you think it might even be laughing at you.
See, I wouldn't keep chasing and murdering these enemies if they wouldn't keep laughing every time I missed.
Yeah. Maybe that's your inner monologue talking and not the undead. like you interpret everything as a slight.
Hemo sits down and has a think about hubris.
Yeah,
Next time there's a.
I want to see
short
Hemo's
rest.
Twitter. I'm sure it's gonna. He's just like ranting, and then these skeletons. They were just laughing at me. Hashtag smiley face.
Sad.
Hashtag smiley. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna move up here. I'm gonna try to swing up here and not get surrounded if something comes out of those double doors.
Yeah, you got it. Boom. All right.
Dumbledore, what?
That is.
Double doors.
That is.
We're fighting a young Dumbledore.
That is. Hemo. And that brings us up to Gashar, and I'm going to roll the map back over so that we can see what Gashar is up to.
Well, he's basically going to try to figure out, see if there's a secret door here.
I'm just telling you, if this craziness would have happened like 7 sessions ago, I would have been overwhelmed. Thankfully, I've got a little farther at this game. All right,
Perception, yeah.
yeah, we're going to make a perception. Go for it.
All right.
Meanwhile,
Runs
in the
up.
janky-
Gets a 14.
That you can see that door. Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
he'll push through it then.
Go ahead and push through.
2, 3.
Is that the not so secret side of a secret door?
So yeah, you see.
Yeah, you think the other
right
side
up.
is the secret side, and this
Yeah.
is like the other
Yeah, the
side.
not so
Yeah.
secret of the
Although
secret door.
technically in chain game terms, they don't really give a sides like that, but it would make
I
sense.
always do.
Yeah.
When I DM, it's like, yeah, you're on the not so secret side
Right.
of the secret door.
Gotcha. Well, cool. So he just pushes. You guys see him sort of push right through that. Then.
All right, Flander, the door opens behind you, and you see Gashar pushing through with a light source. Clearly, you can see. You can see
Flander. You are here.
Welcome to the party.
Where are you going?
I'm up here. See where the little green circle is glowing.
Weird.
So you're basically staring out the
door.
doorway into outdoors. Like I could probably see starlight out there.
Yeah, well,
Is it-
there is no starlight. It's pretty dark,
It's dark out.
but you can feel the obvious, like the cool breeze. You know, the cool breeze of the night is pushing through, and the sudden smell of the outside. You can see that.
But yeah, like dark.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
outdoorsy.
you get the sense that it's outside.
Are we leaving?
Smell?
Glassstaff just ran through this door here. I expect we'll have company in a minute.
He'll set up a defensive spot basically. There's not a lot he can do. Actually, no. He'll run over to the base of the stairs here. That's where he'll stop.
Okay,
There's
right on.
another door. Perhaps we should go this way.
That was Gashar. This brings us to Finis. I didn't actually skip you this time, thankfully. All right, Finis, what are you going to do?
Okay.
I don't know why you're in no bad position, but I keep skipping you. I'm sorry. Keep going.
I think the spiritual weapon goes away at this point. So I'm gonna
Okay.
drop that.
Zoop. You're no
I'm
longer
just gonna-
concentrating.
Run through. I guess I saw Gashar around the corner, push through, and I'll follow him. I'll
Yep,
get
easily
just
enough.
here,
Pooch.
and I'll burst
Colin
through and
has his
say, "What's
hand
going on?"
Next
Let me
thing I
see.
purchase.
You probably heard the same conversation actually. It's
Yeah.
a 6-second
And
thing
you have to
happening,
do
right?
this
It's like
number.
it's outside. I
to
think
keep it
we
from
should go to the north. What is this doorway?
I'm hoping not. I'm
'Cause-
hoping I'll have at least one-handed gesture.
One-handed gesture.
One-handed gesture.
And
I
how
think I just got
Yeah.
one from Glassstaff.
What's he doing? It doesn't look like a spell.
how hurt are either of you guys?
Yes.
I'm okay.
But it is a magic missile.
Gashar, are you still down a bit?
Yeah, still down 13 points.
All right, I'll do another cure wounds on you.
Thank you.
Ooh.
9 points this time.
Very nice.
All right, you don't need to touch them to do cure wounds. I thought you did.
Touch?
Look,
I think your one's
Confirm. I think
Oh, it's
healing
touch.
word.
Look at that right there.
Yeah.
Touch.
Yep.
But you have healing word would be able to do it, I believe, but that
don't
doesn't do it.
I can do that on my turn.
All right, fair enough. Are you going to do
Never
anything
mind.
else?
I'll just instead of casting that, then I'll just use a dash and I'll get up top here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. I'll just get up onto the stairs.
You got it. You can see Flander up there, and when you do so, you definitely see this door here. That is,
And there's one to the left as well. But
there's also a door here. Correct.
Gashar is suggesting we go this way. It looks
Okay.
neat. Just
All right. All right. Cool. That is Gashar and Finis, and that brings us to my dudes already. All right. That went by fast. It's really fast when I'm killing Hemo.
Time flies when you're killing a fighter. Skeletons.
Well, Waif is still out there. It's not quite her turn, so
When you're hacking at emos.
All right. To start with, this guy, he's going to move. Let's see. 10, 20. He moves to here. And he draws a bow. He scrambles back after getting blasted. And he draws his bow. And he's like, and he's aiming it at that door. This door. Hemo, you can see that. You can metagame if you want, but I appreciate if you didn't. So he's aiming at that door. He's like, I'm not getting blasted by that again. He seems like he's on his last legs. These skeletons, of course, move forward. They don't have to. That guy doesn't have to move. Neither of them have to move. So they're going to stand where they're at because they don't have to move.
So what's the light source in here?
What there's just it just says it's lit. So consider it like we'll call it torches. Yeah,
There's like sconce in the wall or something.
Yeah.
But it's dim light in here.
No, it's considered torchlight. So I don't know what you consider that. Is that considered dim light?
I'll look it up.
Yeah. All right. So why you need that for a special spell? Then
I'll look it up.
Yeah. Skeleton missed you. And I rolled a 16 plus 4 is 20. He's gonna hit you.
Yep.
And he hit you for 7.
Okay.
All right. This door pushes open.
Which one?
I'll show you in a second. The door is pulled open. Nobody moves out, but you can see that there's a red brand behind that door. You get
The double doors.
this door right here. This door right here.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And I'm going to reveal that area in a second here. Reveal. Let me try that again. Oh, did it? There you go. All right. The door opens up and there's this red brand. And this red brand looks back and says something. And when they say something, a woman appears, a woman who you don't know. You've never seen this woman before.
This is not the woman who went running down into these copper coated double doors.
No, this woman walks up to you. She is wearing a purplish cloak. She pulls back her hood of her cloak, and she looks at you. And when she does so, Hemo, she goes like this. She goes at you.
Oh,
I think she stole my move.
Hemo,
It was a good move. So
Hemo, she blasts you for 7 points of damage and sends you ricocheting into the other wall.
ow.
Pure energy attack. As it just streaks out.
Uh-oh.
And she and you hear her say, "So where is the one they call Wave? I have something to say to her."
Hemo's gonna try to reach up from the ground and just push the door open. Hey, Wave, it's for you.
That's awesome. This appears to be the one they warned you about. Okay. That brings us to Waith. Waith, you see the door get pushed open, and he says, Waith, it's for you. He's just kind of peel himself off the back wall. I'm assuming you heard the blast.
Yep. Hemo, disengage. Come to me.
Come to me,
Okay,
my
give me
girl.
a second. I think I've got some legs somewhere.
I will ready an attack. Actually, can I see this guy?
Since he pushed the door open. Oh, I'm sorry. When he pushed the door open, he's firing a weapon at you because his turn was for when he was an attack when he saw you. So when the two pushed the door open, that triggered him to be able to shoot.
Do I have cover from Hemo?
Yeah, you do. But I rolled a 19, unfortunately. So with a +4, it's 23. So he's gonna hit you. He's gonna hit you for 5. As he pushes the door open, and that guy's like, and he lets go, and it goes flying past Hemo, and the arrow drives right into your shoulder. Just
Okay. Well, if I can see him, I shall return the favor.
And then suddenly from this area, from this room inside of here, you hear a woman's voice, of Sister Gabrielle, yell out, Hemo, be careful.
Thanks.
So I hit a 16.
A 16 armor class to hit this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that hit.
8 point, and he's got the hex. So D6 more. God, 1 point, so 11 points total.
Okay,
12 points,
when you
sorry,
hit him,
12 points.
he goes spiraling off the back. He's kind of crouched on top of that that sarcophagus, kind of trying to use it as cover. And your blast hits him. He goes flying against that back wall. Boom! His bow spiraling up and hitting the ground and landing on top of his dropped body.
And then as the hex comes back, it's like pulling like energy with it and shudders when it cuts to her.
All right.
So I gave 6 more temporary hit points.
Awesome. You can clearly see that Hemo has been hexed.
So
Also, I think I failed my con save, or definitely did. Got an 8.
for what?
No more expeditious retreat.
Yeah, he loses his spell because
concentration.
he got hit right with concentration. Thanks for doing that because I actually forgot, and I appreciate you being honest with that.
Did you want your bardic inspiration, or did you already use it?
No, I just have the regular at full advantage.
He has a full
inspiration.
advantage. He has one shot of inspiration. To
I
do.
thought you had bardic.
Yeah. All right. So you went. Are you going to do anything else? You fired your blast. You can move if you wish.
Well, hopefully Hemo's coming. I asked him to withdraw.
So it's fair that if you want to stay there and wait for him, that's what you can do. Do you want to because you've already did your action, so you can't ready an action, but you still have a move if you want to take it.
Yeah. So I will move to here.
Okay. Yep. And that door pushes open. You get the free thing, and it's clicks closed. All the secret doors click closed. Okay. Cool. And I will reveal to everyone else what you did. So you moved out from that corner and you ran over to that side passage. So you moved from here to here because I didn't quite have that revealed for everyone else to see. Sorry. Okay. So that was Waith. Next we have Flander. I need to move the map so we can see Flander. I think the people at home are going to get seasick from trying to keep up with everyone moving around so much, but that's okay. Flander, the light now is completely vanished. It's only a 20-foot radius of light. It's long gone.
Okay. Well, I'm going to come back down the stairs and see about getting through that door.
That door you can open up easy enough. It's not locked or anything.
Okay.
Wait, it's not as an X on it, right? No, it's fine. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Through I go.
Okay, I will reveal the area for you. Are you going to move anywhere else? I'm not sure how far you moved so far, so you'll have to tell me.
Okay. Yeah. I can, let's see, that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
This is an intense game.
So 40.
Yeah, I'm very hurt.
I can dash to the doors.
Okay, I'm going to do something for a second.
Did you jump down off the stairs?
One
No,
second
I came
here.
all the, I came
yeah,
down
that's
around.
like underneath the stairs there.
Yeah.
All right, I need
Yeah,
you
you
to
can
make me a
select it.
saving throw.
Yeah, you can reach there.
I'll tell you what
Okay.
it is in a second here. Okay, I need you to say as you move there, I would like you to give me a dexterity savings throw, please.
13.
Okay, one moment. All right.
Pit trap.
Oh,
As you run across that area, the floor beneath you buckles, dropping down dropping you down 20 feet below
Yikes.
onto the dirt floor, where you are slammed into the earth and take 5 points of damage.
Yikes.
Bam! You're now 20 feet below.
Okay.
All right. That was Flander. That brings us to Colin. Let me get the map back over to Colin. Where's he at? Oh, he's on the map.
Yep. And I'm gonna just
When I say map, Dave, I mean the map that I have outlined
Sure, I
for
get
the
it.
players or for the people to see. But yes, you on the map. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna
You
move
clearly can get
down.
to the door. You know
Right.
exactly where it's at.
So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 through the door,
Mhm.
opening the door. 35, 40, 45. Colin will move to there. Just kind of looking around, making sure.
All right.
Give Finnis and Gashar, we're good. We're good.
All right. You're doing that. And no other actions you're taking?
No.
Perfect. All right. That's Colin. That brings us to Hemo.
all right. Hemo's gonna take a disengage action and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 run up and out of the secret door if you can.
All right. That's easy enough to do.
30 feet of movement, and then with my bonus action, I'm gonna second wind and take a breather against these crates here.
Perfect.
That's gonna be 1d10 plus fighter level of
Hit points
dice.
back, right?
So that's a 9 plus 3, 12 points of hit. Oh.
Nice.
That was a great roll. That was a really good roll.
Oh boy. Hemo gets ready for round 2. That's my turn.
All right.
Do you have the second wind?
Yep. Well, now I don't. I used it.
He just used it this round.
Oh, I see. It just showed up in the roll for me. Okay.
All right, Gashar, it is your turn. Yeah, I noticed that there is a lag sometimes in roll 20.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm basically following Flander around the corner.
I gotta make sure I know where you're at. Okay, that's
Yep.
fine.
I go,
20
careful.
feet. 20 feet.
And you can see that
Well, so I'm running after him, basically. So
Yeah.
I assume I see the floor open up and he falls into this thing, basically.
yeah, and yep.
Does the snap closed again?
Nope.
Or is it open?
It's just
Okay,
it's wide open.
So I hear a thud at the bottom.
I've
You think you can
caused
get
a pit.
around the trap? There's like a surface area you could try to circumvent the trap on the outer edges. So if you knew it was there and you move slow enough, you probably can get around the trap, but you have to move carefully and make a save to do so.
I think that I'm gonna take out. So we had used my rope a while back to tie up somebody in the.
You said you got it back.
We untied him. But yeah, he'll say, "Flander, are you okay?" Here, and he'll start pulling his rope out and lower a bunch down to him to help him climb up.
All right. That's cool. What is your passive perception? Remind me.
I believe 11. Who's 11?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That is Flander, or that was a Gashar. That now is Finis's turn. Finis, you are still on the map. What are you going to do?
I get to hear my first movement. I'll kind of see what's going on.
Don't go that way.
I'm not going that way. Yeah, you hear from below the pit. Ow!
Is there nothing else in this back corner at all? It's just a hallway.
It is all hallway, yes. And I will reveal it better to give you guys.
Do a perception check because you're looking around right now.
Yeah, I'll look around. I'll see if there's anything.
The challenge I always face is that they butt up against rooms and things like that. So I have a hard time because if I reveal too much, I reveal the next room.
Careful.
So I'm by the time we're done with the Lost Mine, I hopefully am a wizard at revealing areas, just the right areas.
So we can see the walls there.
Right.
But, yeah,
without inadvertently giving away my baddies on the other side or whatever. Yeah. Okay. So that's what you see. Finish. You still have plenty that you can do. What would you like to do?
Finish will take a minute to investigate to see if there's anything that is
Damn it.
like a lever to
you roll me a perception.
Trap back.
Roll me a perception.
Perception. My character sheet keeps going behind stuff. Perception is 19.
That's the way.
All right. Next to this wall, in the dark corner of the wall, pinned up against the wall, trying to remain motionless, you see a woman. This is a woman that you saw earlier leading the bugbears in to raid Sister Gariel's home. She's standing there and she seems to be trying to be still. She's kind of has she has her finger kind of touched up against the double doors, kind of just feeling for something. And she's looking down there and she's looking at you guys. You think maybe she was trying to move this way, but you sort of interrupted her movement. She's trying to hide. Unfortunately, you had a really good spot.
So is that investigation my action or bonus action?
No, that is just you said you were looking around, right? So that is your action. That's your action to see. So yeah, you kind of stop and you look around and you see her hiding in the corner. You're like, I see you. That's what your passive was if your passive was high enough, you would have saw her without taking an action, but her hide was higher than 15. So you needed to roll to see her. So just specifying. I figured you guys knew that, but I figured I'd give it a specification. All right, so that's what you did. Sure. All right, that was finished. That brings us to them. I'm gonna give her just a sense motive. I'm gonna say a 15 passively to know that she's been spotted. No. So she remains hidden there. Do you see her? She's kind of I will give you a better description of what she has on her, etc. You think she thinks she's still hidden right now. Okay. Open up, please.
Even the torchlight that the Gashar has is pretty much like that's the edge of the light right there. So
yeah.
She'd probably feel like she's a little bit in the darkness still.
Correct.
Yeah, she's
correct.
Technically in dim light with a torch lit in Geshar's hand.
You see her that she has a rapier at her side. It's in her hand. It's kind of pinned against her side. Like she's trying to press it against her to keep it hidden underneath her cloak. She has leather armor on and definitely has traveler's clothing, traveler's outfit with this red brand cloth kind of thrown over the top. You think it's kind of thrown ad hoc over the top of her. Like it's not what she normally wears. But she has a pack with her as well. She appears like she's probably ready to move at any time. So that's what you see on her. I'm seeing if she has. Yeah, I'm seeing if she has anything more specific on her that you might be able to tell. Clearly a blonde woman in her late 30s, early 40s, most likely. You're guessing. All right, that's what she's doing. She's literally
Human.
what's that?
Human
Yes,
or-
human. Yeah, I believe she's a human. I would triple check.
Kashar doesn't see her anyway.
Human, yes.
Asking for a friend.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, person who's not in the room. All right, no, you're standing there. I'm teasing. All right, that's what she does. All right, these skeleton creatures do nothing else right now. You hear Hemo. You hear from down this hall. You hear from down this hall, the door gets pushed open, and someone on the other side says, "You Hemo, you're the Hemo. You and Waif, you'd better just leave. Get out of here."
Hemo just groans and picks up his scimitars and stands up off the crate. Okay. More of this. He said he doesn't call out to him.
He says, "You leave now and we won't pursue you. You come in here and all bets are off."
That was from the secret door.
That's what you hear. You hear from this door down here. You hear from that door down from that door down here. You hear him shouting. It's muffled. You can barely hear it through this door.
I was gonna say,
But he's yelling as loud as he can.
Annoyingly.
Yeah, he's loud, yelling at the top of his voice. I would have Flander and the rest of you give me a listen check as this person is yelling.
I guess that's
Hemo can't resist. Give me 10 minutes. I'll come back in there and I'll kick your ass.
Is that what he's already yelled back at the top of your lungs?
Yeah.
I didn't hear a thing. 13.
All right. You what did you roll, Flander?
7.
All right. You didn't hear it, but you heard it. You heard it. Well, you're at the bottom of a pit. And Finis, you probably heard it as well, unless you roll really low.
Well, you rolled better than I
You
did.
did.
I got the 15 passive.
Yeah. Oh, you have a 15 passes, so you definitely heard it. But Flander, he's down the pit, so he's not gonna hear it. But the
I
rest
didn't
of you
hear it
do.
over my own groans.
Yeah, your ears might be ringing after that landing.
Yeah. Meanwhile, this woman is pinned up against.
Oh, that hurt.
You think she hears it as well, and but then she looks back at you, like she's moving her eyes back at you, and she's like, "Shoot!" She can kind of see her almost physically say, "Shoot! I feel trapped right now." All right. And then she's just gonna goes in a huff. She's like, "Ugh," and you see her push through this door. She just goes, screw it. She thought you think she was trying to.
Room lights up then.
Yeah, the room lights up as she pops through. Like you think she was trying to ambush you, but she clearly feels like she's got to deal with this. So she runs in here, leaving this. She's gonna run in and just close. I'm grabbing the wrong thing. She's gonna run into here and just close this door. She opens the door and she closes it. That's her actions for the round, and she was gonna move back into. Let's put her.
Do we hear any skeletons attacking her?
No, you don't.
Interesting.
No,
They know.
All right, that brings us to. Did I move everybody? And there's some conversations and things happening inside the room. That brings us to Waif. Waif, what are you going to do? You see Hemo come running out of there.
How bad are you hurt?
Pretty bad. Hemo's just like sitting on the crates, still bloodied.
Yeah, Wave
Like
isn't
18
looking all
out of
that.
30
We
It's
did
all
get
that
some
great
potions
either.
before we left, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah, I've got a couple.
Yeah,
Got one I found in Clark's chest and another I found later. No,
Nice. Richard's even got one.
yep, still got one.
You say you have one? Okay, I'm going to
Okay,
take a potion of healing.
You guys are still up here.
They think we're gonna run. Hemo says he's going for his own potion of healing.
So Waif, you're going to take a potion. All right. How many hit points did you get back?
I don't have to roll it yet. What is it?
2d. Well, it depends if you have a greater one or a normal one.
Lesser.
It's a 2d4 plus 2.
Six points.
All right, 6 points back. All right, healed up a little. You think that in that room in there is another warlock. You've heard about the warning of the warlock that was in there. And she apparently knows your name. It's your big sister. All right, that was Waif. You're all done now, right?
Mhm.
Flander, you're at the bottom of the pit. What are you gonna do?
Okay,
There's a rope that's strung down to you. You're gonna climb up.
yeah, I will.
All right,
climb
give me an
up.
athletics check and don't fail it. Don't critically fail.
Okay.
What did you get?
Athletics. But ooh,
What'd
couldn't
you
do
get?
acrobatics, could I?
What's that? I think it's
Oh.
athletics to climb up a rope. What'd you get?
It's a critical fail.
Okay.
Zero.
Okay, so
Actual-
I have a -1 on,
minus
on
one.
athletics.
Rolled a
he
one.
literally,
He
he's
has
literally,
zero.
he hits the bottom and he sees the rope. He's like, and you grab him and it just slips out of his hand. You pull it up and it slips out of his hands. And he's like, and you're like, dude,
like
you gotta grip
You
it.
gotta
At
hold on
least I
to
didn't
it.
fall again.
Flander, hold the rope better. Maybe tie it on yourself. He'll lower a
Thanks
bunch
for
of
the
back down.
advice.
Okay, that's fair. All right, that is Flander. You have a move if there's some other thing you want to do. You did your action to climb up. You want to take the dash and try to climb up again?
Sure.
Sure, I'll just give it to you. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, go give it another roll.
This time, hold on to the rope.
I don't know if you can do that or not. I'm actually not sure, but I'm going to let it
Yeah.
happen this time, and then I'll get more solidified on that particular one rule later.
Yeah, athletic strength is not my strength.
I'm pretty sure you're only probably. I'm not sure if climbing is an action or free move.
You've held onto the rope
A
this
1
time.
to a 20.
Okay, it's a
Nice.
natural 20.
See, he held it.
Oh, you just have to grab the rope? Okay.
Yeah.
Whoop.
That wasn't so hard.
Yeah, you're like, oh, okay. Got hoisted up.
Comes
Yeah.
to a 19, by the way. I've got a -1 for strength.
Yeah. I'm not clear if climbing up is an action or if climbing is a move.
It feels like
Climbing is a move action.
Yeah. Is it an action or is it a move? It can only be one. It has to be one of the two, distinctly two different things.
I would assume move.
I think it's a move too.
Because you have a climbing speed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think if you're climbing speed, you get to move, but I wonder if you don't, if it's an action. So I'm assuming right now I'm not 100% sure, so I'm being very vague for this particular one action. Plus, you guys are kind of in a bad position, so I'll just get them up. That's fine. Okay. Cool.
Good job. He pats you on the back when you get up to the top.
All right. You think you can climb
Thanks.
around this pit? You just need to do it carefully. It's not exactly flush to the wall.
Okay.
It's just that he ran.
Do I
right
have enough? Do I have enough left on my turn to do healing word for?
I
for
think
Gishar?
after getting 2 rolls to do that, I think you're going to be done.
Healing word is a
Okay.
bonus action.
Oh, is it a bonus action? Then go ahead and take it.
Okay.
Thanks, Cameron.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna healing word?
Gishar,
Okay,
I owe him now.
great. Great.
Thank you.
All right, that's
So if you have a climbing speed,
yeah,
it doesn't count as difficult.
yeah.
It's a different.
Okay, but if you don't, then it's considered difficult terrain.
Castings of its
Right.
But it's still just a move.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. Then we played it, I think, right.
I think so.
Okay, fair enough. I'll read up a little bit extra this time just to make sure, but I think we're okay.
6. Thank you.
Yeah, 6 plus my, I think it's +3 for my caster bonus.
Oh, nice.
Perfect.
Oh no, +5, so you get 11 points back.
Nice. It is your turn, Colin. I gotta find you on the map. There you are.
Yeah, I'm in this
Almost
other
full.
room.
Thank you.
So Colin is gonna.
You are all by your lonesome down there.
Yep.
And this is when the skeletons attack. They rise from the grave. What are you gonna do, sir? You're gonna run
I'm
into
gonna
that.
come back into this room.
All right. You can see Finis ahead of you.
I'll kind of come in through the door.
Are you gonna keep moving, or is that your movement right there?
Oh, I can keep moving, but I'm just gonna kind of look at him and say, like,
What's going
are
on?
we going back into this room? What's going on? Trying to be kind of quiet.
Okay, fair enough. That is Colin. I'm giving you the option, so no more actions. That's what you're gonna stop with.
Yes.
Okay. Hemo, you are fishing out the potion as I last heard. Of course, you don't have to do that if you don't want, but
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take that. Scratch 1 potion of healing. I think that's a regular one, so 2d4 plus
is it like
2.
I'm thinking of an annoying marker.
Wow. Okay. Max roll on the 2d4, so +2, that's 10.
Yes. That's awesome.
Yes, it is awesome for our fighter to have.
Is it a bonus action to drink a potion?
I think it's an action.
Makes sense. You got to
Yeah.
drink something. You got to stop what you're doing.
Yeah.
Hemo just moves over to take cover and says to Waif, well, what do we do now? Any second now they're going to come charging in here, and I don't know how many more there are. They've got another warlock. They got skeletons.
You know
Perhaps we
that
find
there's a ruffian and a warlock. That's what you do know. And those 2 skeletons are in that room.
I wasn't counting on the skeletons.
Perhaps we set up ambush here. Is it choke point? They can only come at us one at a time.
Seems as good as
So
any. I
lost
think
the
we
rest of
can.
your party. Are they all dead? We don't even know.
Once again, I've managed to completely split your group up. Okay.
Sure.
I move to there and hide.
All right. What is your stealth?
12.
12. Okay. All right. That brings us to. No, wait, that wasn't your turn. It was Hemo's turn.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, I just used move
It's
to
just
a little and use my
Kashar's-
action to drink
it's
a potion.
Kashar's turn.
So.
So, all right. Well, so after he finishes patting Flander on the back for climbing successfully, he's looking at this pit trap, and that lady that just went through the double doors. It's like, should we pursue her or go back?
You know that's the lady. You
Well,
saw her, right?
Yeah, that was the lady that took Gariel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I
yeah,
will
did we
be
do that?
following the target.
All right. So he'll take a 10-foot step back, and then he's going to do a running long jump over this pit trap.
All right. I will remind you that you can circumvent it if you take some
Go on the
careful
side.
action. Yeah.
Yeah. What's
But-
the ceiling actually before he does that? How high is the ceiling?
It doesn't matter.
I
does.
don't think it
Doesn't matter
matters.
for jumping.
Yeah, but I believe it's 10 feet.
Does
I will
if
double
it's
check.
short. I just read it.
Oh,
So as long as it's not,
No, it's not 5 feet or anything.
yeah. If I have to
A
clear a
long
low
jump.
obstacle, basically, is what they say at the DM's discretion. So if it's not a low
Yeah,
obstacle,
There's
for
no
somebody to
low
clear,
obstacles. Yeah, you're
then
fine.
basically he can jump his strength, which would be 14. So he can
Do you have
it
to make
over
a
that.
check or anything?
Nope.
It
Cool.
says when
Only
you
if
make
it's
a
a-
long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 foot immediately before the jump. When you make a standing long jump, you can only go half that distance.
So
So I
you
went back
yeah.
got a running start.
So that's 10 feet.
10,
you move
yep.
back and then you go.
25. So
At your GM's
15,
option, you must
20,
succeed a
25,
DC
30,
10
35, 40.
athletics check.
Gets right to
Yep.
the edge here. and
So you
comes to a
just-
stop.
All you need to do is make a DC 10 athletics check.
Just to be clear, what you just said there,
Oh, it's to
to
clear,
clear a
an
low obstacle.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Then you don't have to do that.
I would say
Yeah,
a pit
that's
is
why I
an
brought it up earlier.
obstacle.
You know,
but you don't have to.
I might change my mind in the future, but today I'm going to let it just go because I think it's fair.
All right. And so to read the rest of it, it says that the rule assumes that the height of the jump doesn't matter, such as a jump across a stream or chasm. At the DM's option, you must succeed in a DC 10 strength to clear a low obstacle, such as a hedge or a low wall. Otherwise, you hit it.
I think you're fine.
It's just flat on the either side, right? No rough terrain on the other side or anything, because there's
Yeah.
also a dexterity check for rough terrain on the other side.
I think it's fine. I think we'll
Okay.
just leave it.
So he
Okay.
comes skittering to a stop, and
That's
he'll
your
stand
40 move feet right there.
It
Right?
is, yep. And he comes to the edge of that right there, and then, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna bust open this door right here,
Okay.
stand on the other side of it, and say, "Stand down and hand over Gariel now."
Is that what you're gonna say?
Yes,
All
and
right.
he's just gonna hold
Those
the door.
skeletons
It's like-
turn. You haven't seen those skeletons yet. Those skeletons turn. They look at you. They go. They just lock on you. Like, ooh,
Kashar sees that and he goes, "Skeletons."
Do we hear that? Do we hear that? He said it loudly. Can we make
I
a
did,
listen check?
actually, I did yell.
Yeah. And since he said it so boldly, I'm gonna give you a listen check. You have to make a
16.
decent. What's that?
16.
Yeah, you hear it.
Okay.
I got a 12.
I look at Hemo. I was like, our friends have arrived.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
12, you don't hear it, and you technically with 2 doors, it might be very difficult. but Wave hears it. With a 16. Okay. So that was Gashar. And that brings us to
Oh, if he sees those skeletons, I think he's going to use his bonus action and do a dodge again. Because you spend a key point, and he does the patient defense.
you got it. Nice.
Dodge, 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 dodge.
All right. That is you. All right. And that was Gashar. That brings us to Finis. What are you going to do, Finis?
Finis will follow suit and also run that 10 feet, clear the gap,
Okay,
land on
cool.
the other side.
Awesome.
But now when he's peeking through these doors and he sees the undead,
Yep.
He says,
He's going to do his
Skeleton.
Finis.
But Kelmavor is not immune.
Kellenbor does not like undead servitude like this, and he will just turn undead.
Dead things should
Nice.
stay that way.
Channel divinity,
is-
turn undead.
Wait,
So
wait.
they
When you
must
say turn undead, are you
succeed.
saying you're going to turn undead, or you're going to turn away the undead?
I turn away the undead.
Oh, okay.
No
That sounded really cool.
zombification today.
Both sound
Not to become an undead.
Nice. So
Yeah.
the rules. What is the rules for turning undead?
Each undead creature I can see or hear me within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw, or it is turned for a minute.
Is it they flee?
Yep. All they can do is flee. And if they have nowhere to flee, they just use the dodge action.
Got it. All right. So what is my save?
A 13.
Okay.
Wisdom.
Oh, wisdom. I
I
don't
feel like it's Finis's goal to undermine my dodge actions at every turn.
Hey, there's still 2 other people in here.
All right. When you do this creature here, it I'm gonna give it a kind of it starts animating. This one here starts animating away. The other one stands firm, but this one here starts moving away. I think it moves on its turn though, right? I'm pretty sure. I would assume it moves on its turn.
Yeah.
Does it say immediately flees, or it says it can only flee?
It says the creature fails a saving throw. It just must spend its turns trying to
Okay.
move as far away
So
from
it hasn't moved yet, but on its turn, you think that one's gonna fail. I'll mark it.
And then also seeing the large amount of people, he's going to use his bonus action to cast another spiritual weapon.
There's dead people in the room too, right? We see one dead dude like splayed across a coffin, and
Yeah.
then one skeleton like in a pile on the floor.
All right, you're gonna cast second level spell,
Yep.
and what are you gonna cast?
Another spiritual weapon comes
Okay.
up.
Cool.
Nice.
I think I need another one of those little tokens too.
Yep, I will open up the magic tokens here and
I'm going to
give
drop
you
it right in the middle of them.
Awesome. Cool. Open up field effects. Take
And
it.
then does a 19 hit Eula?
Ooh.
Hold on, I gotta 19 hit Eula. I will double check, but I'm pretty sure it does. Let me just confirm. Yes.
Okay. And then she takes 10 points of force damage.
Oh, nice. Boom. She's like, ah.
Finis's eyes are glowing. He looks very displeased.
She looks back at you like I'm not gonna take that. All right. And you hear her yell. You hear Eula yell, Moraine, they are here. And you hear a voice from down this area here. Well, all of you hear it. You kind of hear this voice go, good. All right. That is Finis. It is their turn. This skeleton will move to here. Boom, boom. It's gonna move out to here. All it can do is flee, right? All right.
Yep.
It does that. This skeleton, on the other hand, could care less about your divine rights. I don't know who you think you are, but whatever it is, it mocks your god. Kellenbor is weak compared to its own god. The one who made its divine
Coming at
sickness.
Gashar.
All right, it's coming at Gashar. It's running to you.
Don't forget that I think rolls at a disadvantage.
What's that? Rolls are at disadvantage. Oh, thanks for telling me.
He's dodging.
Oh, he rolled 11, and let's see what I have for these skeletons. I can get rid of that. I have a lot of extra junk now that I can start killing off. All right, skeleton, I gotta bring you up. Oh, there you are. All right. His armor class, I'm sorry, his bonus to hit is +4. So I had a 15.
That hits.
Darn. All right, he's gonna hit you for 4 points of damage.
Oh.
All right. That is the skeleton. This ruffian is going to see that you are over here, and it's going to run over here to you as well.
Oh, it didn't have a bow and arrow, right?
No, no one. The one who had the bow and arrow
yes,
was
okay.
killed. He runs over here, and he's going to try to attack you. Now, again, do with disadvantage.
Also,
Your
My
spiritual
lowest
weapon
roll
doesn't
is
get an
a
attack
10.
of opportunity.
I have a +4 for
No.
it also
14.
hits.
Mhm.
Shoot. For 8
Just checking.
points of damage. D6, 6 + 2. Eula, who seems very unamused by this whole thing, is going to cast a spell. Let me see. What is she going to cast here? I wonder if I have to.
I'm glad I got healed up before I ran in here and started.
Mhm.
pulling
For
aggro.
sure. For sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
Thank you.
Finis. And okay. She laughs, and she's going to cast a spell here, right at the back end of this area here. Kind of away from everybody
Is it
else.
Healing word. I just
No.
saw that come up on the.
No.
Actually,
Yeah,
what she's gonna, I'm gonna have her move
That was an
first.
accident.
I was just messing
I'm
around.
gonna have her move first. I'm gonna have her move to, because there's not gonna be any attacks of opportunity for her to move here, and she's gonna cast this spell right here, right there. She casts the spell Sleep.
Okay.
Interesting. We've seen that before.
All right, and I believe it's a 3d8 that I roll. Is that correct? I will double check. You roll 5d8. You spend the creatures in magical slumber. Roll 5d8. 1, 2, 4. All right, so I'll just roll these again. 9, 10, 13. All right. So how many hit points do you have left?
16.
And Finis, how many hit points do you have left?
30.
Don't forget the skeleton and the ruffian over here. They're within 20 feet as well.
Yeah. No, the ruffian is not. That's why she cast her spell that way.
Because he's around the corner.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's where she's casting her spell far enough so that she doesn't get her ruffian. That's why she moved over here.
Oh.
So she would know what that is. She's so is it because it's a 20-foot, what is it, 20-foot diameter or 20-foot radius?
It just says within 20 feet of a point.
Within 20 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So whatever point is, she's going to put a point so that she doesn't, I guess she can, because she can cast it within like 30 or 40 feet, right?
90, I think.
Yeah. So she'll
Yeah,
call it
90.
cast it back here, but she doesn't want to get her crew in here. She only wants to get. So I guess technically speaking, Flander might be available too. Flander, how many hit points do you have left?
I'm pretty okay for hit points.
Yeah, but what number?
I've got 22.
22. All right.
Well, I guess if it's hitting me and it could go around a corner, then it would hit the ruffian with the same distance, I guess is really the way to think about it. Unless it can't go around the corner.
Well, I'm saying she's going to cast it far enough away that so for instance, 20 feet. So if she casts it, say she casts it here, it's not going to get to 20 feet. Like she's a wizard. She knows what she's going to do. So she's going to cast it. She's not going to, that's why she ran down here. Cause she was going to originally do it here. And I'm like, no, that's not going to work. So she was,
my point was,
so I think Shar, cause she said, I rolled a 29.
Yep.
So I think, and you have 16, right?
yeah,
So that means that it's going to leave back, 20, so it's gonna be 10, 11 to 13 more. So no, and Finis has way more than 13, and so does Flander. So it's not gonna affect anybody else. So you're the only one who goes to sleep. It only affects one person. Right?
if it would hit me though, it could hit the ruffian too. Because she's casting it like in this spot. It'll be 20 feet versus 20 feet. It's the same distance away. That's what I'm trying to point out. And you could tell me it can't go around a corner. Then I hear you.
Yeah, I would argue that well, how many points do you have?
16.
Yeah, you have the same as the ruffian and you're closer, so you have
Okay.
exactly the same hit points. So
Okay, cool.
it's a fair argument, but in this particular case, because they had you both have 16, I would say you're closer anyway. So, all right. So you see Gashar melt, just kind of fall over and sleep. In the meantime, this woman walks out, purple hair pulled back, long black hair flowing. She has the mark of tattoos around her face of random marks. You don't know if they were put there by choice or because they just seem to be a pattern that circle around her face. She stares down at Finis. Maybe I'll put her here so I can see you better. I believe that once she casts Hex on you, she can't move it. Can she move it freely, or does she have to wait?
Just wait till she dies.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's on you until you die, right? Or until the hour passes, right?
Or she stops concentrating.
Right. And then she has to recast it if she did, right? But it Hex is a level 1 spell, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So she's going to not bother doing that. And instead, I'm going to see what her options are. If I can find her sheet.
So she's got Hex concentrated on Hemo, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Is that something that Hemo like knows, or does the target not?
We've kind of discussed what it means, and I would say that you would probably know you've had a spell effect put on you. It doesn't specifically say you don't. So
I at least know that when I got hit by this, she did something weird to me.
Yeah, I would say that anybody who's hexed probably knows that they're hexed. It doesn't say specifically that you don't, so that would be the case. So she's just going to Eldritch Blast you.
Okay.
If she can. Now you have cover, so it's going to be too harder for her to hit you. And you have
AC 20.
And you have an AC 20, so that's going to be very difficult. No, she blasts part of the door. She was trying to move away from her skeletons, and she heavily compensated, and it didn't come close. All right. I believe that's all of my baddies right now. Yep. That brings us to Waif. What are you going to do?
Hemo, are you going in?
Hemo's like leaning up against the wall, like, yeah, let's do it. He gets ready to swing through on his turn and keep chopping away.
I will move to here, and I'm going to ready a bolt to go through the door.
Ready to bolt the fire at something that's coming through the door?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right. Flander, what are you going to do?
Flander goes show offs, and he circumvents the trap.
All right.
And he gets to here where he sees Gashar. And he can see Moraine here.
Yep, he can. Yes, for sure.
And Gashar is just laying on the floor right now. He's just asleep.
Yep.
So you have
and he's going to cast Cloud of Daggers on the square where Moraine is standing.
All right. What does that spell do? I'll read the description to me, please.
Okay. You fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube 5 feet on each side, centered on a point you choose within range. A creature takes 4d4 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Okay.
So if I start it right where she is there.
Okay.
And it's 5 feet in every direction?
It's a 5. What is this?
It's a... Okay, it
5 foot
says...
cube, so...
Yeah, so it's a 5
foot cube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I believe that's just the square she's standing
on
in, right?
Each side. So I think just the square she's standing on. Yeah.
Yeah. I believe that because a 2x2 is a 10-foot cube, right? So yeah. So but cool. That's awesome. I will put a cool effect on there. What is the spell you're casting called?
It's called Cloud of Daggers.
Nice.
Knife magic.
She's shrouded by a cloud of daggers.
Yep. She takes 8 points of slashing damage.
Woo! No save or anything, huh?
Nope.
Screw you, Moraine. That's what you get. Moraine takes that damage. All right. And I think at this point, where we're at and where the time is, we're going to end it here for tonight. So where we at right now is it's been an ebb and flow and sway of events. Looks like people were
Colin,
going all over the place.
did Colin take a turn?
Did I skip Colin?
That's okay.
No, Colin's the beginning of the round. Yeah, he came in and then everyone left.
Oh, it's right. Yeah, like a 22
So-
or something.
As we do the tour here, we can see that way up above here we have Waif waiting to destroy anything coming through that secret door, where the skeleton is actually on his way out of the secret door. We'll see what happens with that. And Hemo is waiting as well to gear up and attack. Meanwhile, back in this room, you can see that Moraine has, and for some whatever reason, that skeleton's not attacking Moraine or that Red Brand is attacking at Gashar. Gashar, in the meantime, is dead asleep. He had a late night. And then finally, down below here, you have Eula. You don't know who this woman is either. She had cast sleep and tried to take, and she's the one who took Gashar out. All the way at the backside is a lonesome Colin there coming around the corner, Opie style, wondering what's going on. So that's where we're going to end it. It's crazy. I had no idea that this is how it was going to turn out, but
I'd say that one skeleton is dead meat, but
yeah.
I wouldn't say dead meat.
That's us.
The last thing you did notice was that that person with the glowing staff headed out into the darkness, into the night. With
yeah,
that,
but if you look at all the red X's on that board, we've made short work of them.
you did.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
did.
short.
For
Really,
sure.
we're rating this base for sure.
For sure. All right, so we're gonna
To
find
be
out what
fair,
happens
they've
next
done
week.
enough.
If you
To
got this
deserve
far, seriously, if you got this far in the video and you're
Mhm.
having a good time and you haven't subscribed, it helps us out a lot if you subscribe. Thank you very much. Also, like the video. You can hit the bell notification because we all like bells. Yeah, that's not total bells. I know.
Not total bells.
Not total bells. Yeah, it's easy to confuse.
You don't want to take that 1d12.
For sure. If you want to come see me out at the Renaissance Festival, I'm out there. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure we'll be back here next week. I think everyone's back here next week. I think Colin is the one. I think Dave is gone next week. Yeah. So I think everyone else is coming back. Unless we can't get a quorum of people, we'll be back next week. So with that, have a great night, and we'll see you in episode 11. Bye.
Till next time.